Welcome to Green Machine Football. I am John Rowley along with Bob Pettit here at Bob Reed Field this evening on a beautiful night for football here in Geneseo as our Green Machine will take on the Raiders of Raby.
Certainly hope it's a beautiful night, John. The weather's a little bit threatening, just a little bit eerie out there, but we hope we get this football game without any lightning. Little rain never stops us, but battle of the undefeated. Raby had a big 40-0 win last week. Don't know a lot about their competition, but anybody puts 40 points on the board, you got to respect.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it wasn't a whole lot of competition they were playing in last week, and the Marine Military Academy was the team they played. And again, there didn't appear from what they saw on video that there was much of a team they were playing.
Well, you don't want to take anybody for granted. You come out and you hit hard, and play, put your best foot forward, right from the start. Hopefully good things happen.
Certainly will for us tonight on the defense. We have to contain their speed as they will try to get outside on us, and we'll have to keep them hemmed in before they can get the motors running full throttle. So
you said they got a lot of speed and a very athletic quarterback. So again, containment is a key word, and players are taking the field, getting all excited about
game number two.
Game number 2, week 2. The Raby players are out there. They're kind of fired up.
Yeah,
you really never know what to expect out of Chicago Public League.
Right.
Sophomore game wasn't much of a contest.
Geneseo victorious under the 40-point rule, the slaughter rule, as they played most of the fourth quarter in that slaughter rule or 40-point with a 40-point lead. So hopefully we do the same thing here in the varsity level as Geneseo will kick off to open up this first half of the ball game with Kevin Wolak doing the place kicking job for the Maple Leafs this evening, and he did a fine job last week. Geneseo in their green jerseys, yellow pants, and the traditional yellow helmet with a G on the side.
Raby plays in the conference with Chicago King, Fenger, Harlan, and Julian and Phillips. We played some of those teams. We know a little bit about some of them. Always interesting though. I see a lot of Chicago Public League teams down here playing in our conference in the Quad City area, so kind of getting to be a popular thing.
Certainly, I talked to a couple of boys earlier this evening that were up here videotaping the sophomore game, and they wondered what was in concession stand. It was the same thing they had during the basketball tournament down here. So I said, I don't know what they had, but I'm sure there's some pork chop sandwiches down there for you.
I'm not sure they had the pork chops, but they were down here for the Thanksgiving tournament.
Right.
And seem to have a good time, so they're all back.
Here we go. Wolak has it teed up for the varsity game to open up action here. Kicking towards the south here at Bob Reed Field. Little onside kick, big bounce, bounces high at the 25-yard line. And he's taken down hard. Ball was fumbled. I believe Geneseo recovered the fumble. Patterson made a wicked hit on the way down the field, and Geneseo will take over. 34 on the recovery of the fumble for the Leafs.
Ryan Pitcher, the sophomore, came up with that football. Leafs all celebrating. It looked like a little bit of a broken tackle for just a little while, but somehow in the spinning out, he lost the football. And boy, that's a great start for the Leafs.
Geneseo will start first and 10 from the Raby 27-yard line.
And the worst possible scenario for Raby.
Luke Schneider opens up at quarterback, number 5, the junior, 5'9", 155. The backfield will be Burris and Mitchell. Behind the quarterback, wide receiver out top of the screen is Rowley. Looking for a sweep play this time. Nice seam this time. The very first time, and a nice pickup by Mitchell, number 25.
He's got a first down on that play, picked up about 13 on that, and the hole was gaping. The line of scrimmage was just an enormous hole you could drive a truck through. Linebacker retreated, picked up about 13 yards downfield, picked up the tackle.
Alexander.
It's going to be a long night for Raby if they keep that up.
Alexander splits out wide left, number 48. Going to get the ball the first man through. Burris with no. Schneider keeps the ball, cuts it back against the green inside the 10. Down close to about the 7-yard line goes Schneider with the carry, the junior quarterback.
Picks up about 8. They're going to give him a nice spot on that, maybe. No, it's still about 8 yards on that play. And again, not only you were deceived, John, but the entire Raby line was deceived. They didn't pick that up. He hesitated a little bit. He had the pitch man out there, but kept it, tucked it in. They're on the 7-yard line, and they're moving at will.
Whitmer brings him up the line of scrimmage to center. Schneider looks over the offense. Flag's been to be thrown on this near referee.
That's the line judge, and it's going to have to be a somebody. Ball. It's going. Yeah, it's dead ball.
Offsides. Yep.
That had to be the defense lined up offsides, encroachment.
The defense, Raby, has red jerseys, black helmets, and black pants, and they're all wearing black-colored shoes. Geneseo in the green and gold.
Some have black socks, some have red, and some have both. Gentleman just walked off the field, has one black sock and one red sock, just for the fun.
Here we go, first and goal from the 5-yard line for the Leafs. Alexander out wide to the right, going to pitch it back to Singbush. Singbush carries the ball close to the goal line. He's going to be close. Oh, one indication is it's touchdown, but that was Nick Verbeck. Now got to take it. He's going to move the ball down inside the 1-yard line.
Unfortunately, Nick Verbeck doesn't have a striped shirt.
Yep.
That ball was off the left tackle, and Singbush just bounced off a couple guys and whittled his way right down inside the 1.
John Solberg checks in the game and line up on the right side next to Verbeck.
Tighten up those ends.
Verbeck next to Cody Morris.
Let's see what a fullback can do right here.
Nice flat backs on the lineman up front. Nice seam. Oh, nice hole for Mitchell. Touchdown, Geneseo. Be the 10th caller to La Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171. There was nobody touched him that time as he went off that right side, just as we talked about just previous to the play with Cody Morris, Nick Verbeck, and Blake Whitmer in that right side, and they open up a hole for Mitchell to score with the first 6 on the board here with 10:08 left in the first quarter.
Outstanding job by those linemen you just mentioned, John. They were tight in that box. Everybody crammed in there. They just blew a hole. You could drive a truck right through it all.
Nice snap. Wolak up with a kick, and good. So Leafs take an early lead of 7-0 on their opening possession of the ball game.
That leg right there had enough on it. Kick a good 40-yard field goal. Kevin perfect last week, and he remains so this week. Maple Leafs recovered the fumble on the opening kickoff. 4 plays. What do you have, Willis? Four-play drive, just eight up yardage at will, and Maple Leafs are on the board. Looking like they're going to try to make a runaway here.
That was a 45-yard, or 4-play series, 27 yards, each up 1 minute and 52 seconds of this first quarter. Touchdown run by Mitchell Miller. Wolak's kick is good to make the score 7-0. Kind of set that front line of scrimmage here. Rowley lines up tight on the right side. Number 16, Mike Murray's on that same left side. This number 68, 6'1", 205 pounds. It's Rob Smith, the guard. 52, junior, 5'11", 175, and then Blake Whitmer in the middle anchors that line of scrimmage for the Maple Leafs. Wolak has it
a familiar sight. We saw him several times last week. We've already seen twice tonight. Kickoff for the Leafs.
Gonna get a nice kick, gonna come down at the 30-yard line. Breaks free. Rowley slips a tackle there and knocked out of bounds.
Coverage was not well balanced on that one. It looked like, I believe that was Cooper.
Out of bounds on the far sideline at right at the 50, about the 48-yard line.
Across midfield, I think that was Cooper Humphreys on the hit. And Humphreys stays in the ball game. He's going to stay in for Rowley. Rowley going to come off the field, take a little break.
Once again, that shoulder.
He is. He's acting like that shoulder might be hurting just a little. Shake it off, Matthew.
Still, 1st and 10 for Raby in Geneseo territory. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 48-yard line of the Leafs. Geneseo has 2 down linemen and the 2 stand-up ends with the linebackers. Quarterback's going to keep the ball, looking to get outside. Finds a seam, slides through, picks up about 5 yards on the carry.
Tripped over there by Brandon Mislow, but picked up a few yards after the trip. Picked up 5. Quarterback is very athletic and lifty. You can see that.
Give him 5 yards on the play. A T formation in the backfield. Shotgun. Wide left, wide right. Quarterback's going to get this high snap. Goes downfield through the pass. Down at about the 25-yard line, incomplete. It'll bring up a flag on the play, clear on the far sideline. Looks like, Bob, is that a?
No, it is a flag.
Flag way over there, right in front of the down marker or the.
It is a flag. The far side official is going to come in, and we're going to have a little discussion here. That pass was not near anybody. The receiver did not even know it was coming.
Nobody's picked up the. Oh, there you go.
Sideline warning on red.
Sideline warning on red.
Moving the team off the sideline and give the referees and the chain gang room to maneuver on that on the sideline.
We have a tarp set up over here, and our boys stay pretty well on the tarp.
Quarterback drop back to pass, does fling it out, incomplete. Good pressure that time by Daniels, number 39.
Great pressure by Daniels. Mitch Miller on the coverage. That ball, he was almost caught. It's been a spectacular catch, but kind of a one-handed deal, but going to have 3rd and 5 now.
Up front for the Leafs, Straw Hackers at nose guards, flanked by number 67. It looks like A.J. Marmion.
Wait a minute. This should be 4th down. Yeah, they got the marker says 3rd, but they've had 2 pass plays and a running play. Got to get that fixed.
Up front also for the Leafs, number 56.
Yeah, I think
Cameron Panicucci.
I think what happened is the confusion on that flag. It was a sideline warning, and he never went over and told him to change the down marker. So it is going to be 4th and 5.
Quarterback number 2.
They're going to go for it here.
Covington.
44 yards out. It appears they're going to go for that.
He'll go in shotgun formation. He's got 3 receivers to the right side, 1 back in the backfield with him, and the whistle's going to be blown once again.
And the coach wants an explanation from the white hat.
Geneseo brings their team to the sideline.
He wants to know why it's 4th down, but he called 3 plays previous to this.
Set that defense a little further. Straw Hacker in the middle.
For some reason, he wasn't happy with that issue, that situation. I think maybe what happened was the penalty, the flag was at 2nd down, and they played 2nd down twice.
Okay.
And the coach was probably upset that he thought it was 2nd down prior to that play instead of 3rd.
It's a tough deal.
It is, but it's
tough
just
deal. 4 downs.
It's an error.
10 yards.
Yeah, it's an error. And he can argue for a long time, but he's ran 3 downs, so it's going to be 4.
You're right. 4th down.
It doesn't really matter whose fault it is.
I don't believe they're going to go into punt formation.
It is 4th down.
It is.
No
4th
matter.
down.
Yeah. No matter how long they talk about it, it's still going to be 4th down, and they are going into punt formation.
Raby's bringing in quite a few changes in personnel out there on the field. They will go into punt formation. Rolly will go back deep, stand probably close to his 10-yard line.
Last week we saw several bad snaps from the pressure up front.
And there was movement at the line of scrimmage by Raby.
We have a dead ball.
And if
12 men on the field.
12 men on the field. That
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep.
The coaches in the scouting booth next door were saying that the guy out there is uncovered. Well, no wonder he's uncovered. They got 12 guys.
And they haven't changed. Did they change anybody yet? Okay.
Yeah, they got somebody leaving the field.
So it'll bring up.
Those are early season mistakes.
4th and 10. 4th and 10. They will go into punt formation.
If they had any trickery up their sleeve, I bet it's gone now. 4th and 10. A lot of pressure.
Rolly Fair catches the ball at the 22-yard line. Nice catch. Nice pressure on the kicker there.
Cameron Panicucci come busting through.
I thought he might have a chance to get a hand on it.
He had a hand very close, but he had to make sure he didn't get an opportunity to come across it. And he had to kind of peel off so he didn't get the kicker without the ball.
9:09 left in this first quarter. Geneseo up by the score of 7-0.
And that would have been a worse situation is to actually hit the kicker without the football and give him an opportunity. So.
And this will be Geneseo's 2nd possession of the ball game. Raby walks up. They have only two down linemen, and 2 stand-up in. They want to walk a lot of linebackers in there. Still fighting for yardage. Maybe a yard that time.
That was Burris.
With Burris.
That was Burris with the football, and apparently Raby may have scouted too. They might expect that fullback to get that football early on downs.
Joe Thomas checks in the game for
did
Alexander.
Did not get a lot of.
So we'll go wide receiver out wide the left side of our Geneseo formation as they go towards the south end zone here at Bob Reed Field. Going to keep the ball this time does Schneider. Schneider is still with the ball. Keeps it on the option. Moves it to the 28 or so. Bring up 3rd and 5 for the Leafs.
Certainly don't want to speculate on that injury, John, but Joe Thomas checking in the ball game might mean that they are holding Matt back. They did let him catch that punt.
Balls at the Geneseo 27.
So he's standing down there next to Dr. Stewart.
So we'll let them handle that. 3rd and 5. This is kind of a big play if they're going to keep this drive going.
They illegal participation once again. Nope, they're going to call timeout. Raby had a player go to the sidelines and then came back onto the field.
Timeout, Raby.
Another guy tried to get off. They're just really disorganized right now. And they've burned 2 timeouts here. We got 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They've burned 2 timeouts already.
7-0, Maple Leafs on top here. The sophomores were victorious this evening in the preliminary game where the 40-point mercy rule was enacted in the.
I think did it end up 48? I believe the final score was 48-0.
Yep.
Coming off a 42-0 win last week, so the sophomores are looking fine.
Yep.
Freshmen last Saturday went down to Dunlap and won 42-6, I believe it was.
Dismantled that team.
So not a good week for Dunlap last week in football, and I wonder how long our contract is.
I don't know. That may have been it. Who knows? That quarterback that played last week against us at number 14, played against the varsity, also started the freshman game.
Well,
when you're 6'5", 6'6", you're easy to see on the field.
Yeah. But they need to get some experience, and they got to give him some game experience. And I'm sure if they did that consistently throughout the season, he's going to be a worn-out individual. There are some limits what they can do.
Geneseo 3rd and 5. Got a few blockers out front. Mitchell's going to try to get around the corner. He got over the 30 down to about the 32. Going to be short of the first down.
He looked like he had some running room, but they closed that gap once again.
They're pretty quick.
They are quick. Not only offensive speed carrying the ball, but they closed that gap quickly. It looked like he was going to be able to turn that corner for decent yardage. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Raby does have some big guys up front there, number 76, I believe.
Leafs are going to trust their ability to pick up this yard, or else trust their defense, one or the other.
Maybe go double go, I don't know.
Could be. Nope, they're going to get it.
Right up the middle.
Got it.
Everybody's got their helmet on somebody, moving people back. That was a nice pickup of probably 3-4 yards on the carry.
Miller again.
Mitch Miller.
Miller's the workhorse so far this evening.
Marshall on the tackle.
Just bust off tackle right off of Verbeck's shoulder, it looked like.
7-0, Maple Leafs on top here in the second quarter. 7:09 left in the second quarter.
We'd like to reward those big boys up front. Verbeck and Cody Morris on the right side. Blake Whitmer in the middle.
Drop back to pass. Going across the middle. Over. Oh, just about intercepted. Pass intended for Alexander came up a little short, and as the defender started to bring the ball down, Mitchell knocked it out of his hands to make it an incomplete pass. So it'll bring up second
couldn't
and
tell
10.
whether that ball hit the ground and bounced up, but it looked like we were trying to make a reception out of it, but the official looked like he was waving that incomplete as soon as that was in the air, so it probably hit the ground. 2nd and 10 for the Leafs.
Little flexed out to the right side goes Joe Thomas. The counter play.
Boom.
Ray Singbush is going to take to the house.
They're
inside
not
the
gonna
40,
catch him.
down to the 30, down to the 20, down to the 10, down to about the 12-yard line. They take Singbush down on the far sideline. Huge pickup that time by Singbush on the counter. That was 52 yards on the carry.
I didn't think they were going to catch Race on that play, but a gentleman in the backfield decided he had some energy. Had a nice little explosion of energy.
Did.
Race is fast.
Yeah, Race is fast. Yes,
so
he is.
That gentleman was quick.
So we move the sticks, though. We're down.
Big yardage on that play.
Yeah. Ball sits right at the nose of the ball on the 10-yard line, going towards the south end zone.
52 yards on that play for Race.
They break the huddle and double wing set.
That's a really nice way to get out of 2nd and 10. 52 yards.
Burris in the fullback position. Gonna get the ball back to Singbush. Let him maybe do some work himself. Still on his feet. Singbush is gonna take it in. Close to the goal line, isn't he? He's danced around. They can't pick up where he's at.
Got a Raby player still on the field. He
ball's inside the
several guys hit him and several guys grabbed for air. Singbush spinning and dipping and dodging. Yep, we got a Raby player still on the field. Picked up about 7.5.
So we're just inside the 5-yard line. We're about the 3-yard line, aren't we?
That's a nice run by Race. He was hit very close to the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Shortly across. Fought for that yardage. Didn't go down. Sits on about the 4-yard line. That ball started at the 11. We'd said the 10 earlier, but it marked at the 11.
That after tonight's varsity game, there will be a reception for Mr. Elmer Reedy in the cafeteria.
So it has been quite a ball game so far. Nobody's broken. We certainly haven't broken wide open yet. It's just
they're on the
Raby with the speed that they have has kept them in the game. And
well, there's 6 minutes left in the first quarter, so I'd say that we've obviously controlled the onset of the game. They're on the 4-yard line. Oh, it's not on the 4-yard. Yeah, it is. 4-yard line. Ready to take this thing in for the second score. All they got to do is avoid the turnover and just block like they've been doing. They're going to be in good shape. Harvey was just announcing, I'm not sure what they got going on here. It's an extended timeout, still taking their helmets off, but Harvey Green announcing on the stadium PA that the reception afterwards for Elmer Reedy. Elmer Reedy celebrating, what is it, 63 years of coaching?
I believe that's what I heard, yes.
That's it's hard, yeah, for some of us it's hard to imagine being alive for 63 years, let alone coaching 63 years.
Timeout on the field to let the players rehydrate themselves a little bit.
It is one of those evenings that just saps it out of you, and they're obviously going to be very cautious with that hydration situation. Sophomore game, there's players on the field. Towards the end of that game, we had players on the field with cramps.
Yep.
And this is the kind of night you just see it late in the game. You see lots of cramps building up.
It's not overly hot out right now, but certainly sticky.
Yeah, it
soaks it out of you. Sucks it out of you.
Down there on that grass, it's going to be that way. You can see the jerseys are already soaked. Perspiration marks.
So the Maple Leafs make their way to the football at the south end. Ball sits on about the 4-yard line. They'll have second and now they can make a first down before the goal line, looks like. Call it second and 3.
The drive started on the 11-yard line. Or not the drive, but the series of downs started on the 11-yard line. So they can make a first down. Be second and 3. That was an official's timeout.
Yep.
They decided everybody needed a drink. Probably they needed a drink.
Yep, that's probably it.
Every time the officials start feeling really dry, they just call officials timeout. We can do that.
Schneider under center, sends a wing back in motion, gives the ball.
Yeah, that's got to be
That's touchdown, Geneseo. Be the 10th call to La Roma's Pizza. Every time Geneseo scores a touchdown, I win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week.
Touchdown number
La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
That was the fullback, Grant Burris, took that ball over the right side, just barreled through, had plenty of yardage. He probably could have ran farther, but after he crossed the line for a couple of yards, just dropped.
Yep.
And that was almost too easy. Ooh, high snap. No good.
No good.
High and tight. Nathan Yeager did everything he could with that snap. It almost hit him in the shoulder pads, and the helmet put it down, but a little tough to handle through the timing off, and Kevin Wallach just kind of pushed that one just a little bit to the right.
That was an 8-play drive, eating up 78 yards, 3 minutes and 9 seconds here in this first quarter still. Grant Burris on the 3-yard touchdown run. PAT attempt was no good to make the score 13-0. Maple Leafs on top of the Raiders.
Slingshot and T-shirts up here. They're flying over the box here, the press box, and all the fans standing with their hands up, just watch them fly over their heads.
So Wolak will tee it up.
Last week we thought they were actually throwing those things, and I was ready to go recruit some softball players. 13 zip, 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Going just the way the Green Machine wanted.
Yep. Nice high kick, and it come down right at the 30-yard line. On the ground it goes. Geneseo tries to force the action, but
Mislow kind of gave him just a nice little gentle bump after he recovered that ball. He wasn't going anywhere, but Mislow wanted to make sure. Mislow hobbling off. It looks like maybe he got the worst of that deal somehow.
They're changing personnel all over the place here.
Well, Mislow says they got a gives Patterson a slap that says, hey, let me take a break here real quick. Hope that's a bruiser. Bruises fix better.
Little
hit the ground.
Pass out here to the flat, but it went to the ground before he got the receiver. Little short hop for him.
It looked like a short hop, and then the whistle was really slow coming. So going to be an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the
Singbush over here on the wide coverage.
33-yard line.
Alexander and Cooper Humphreys also deep with Singbush.
Out wide now defense on the left-hand side.
Trevor Craig on the other corner.
Trevor Craig. Wide receivers left and right. Or Raby. Geneseo's defense kind of scoots around, moves around a little bit.
Got 3 down linemen. Last week they went
some pressure.
They battled around 3 and 1. That's deep.
With the ball.
That is big deep.
Nice coverage out there by Craig. Stride for stride with the receiver. Receiver did get his hands on it.
He did. Trevor was with him, and it looked like it was going to be overthrown by 5 yards, but he did. He laid out, outstretched hands, just barely got his fingertips on it, but could not receive it. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Again, the pressure coming from the Leafs on the defensive line. Last week they rotated sometimes 1 guy down, sometimes 3, and this week they've had 2 down a couple times. So mixing it up. Nobody knows what to expect.
3 receivers out near this near side. Quarterback's going to get out of the pocket, turning back inside. Got a bit of a seam in the open.
Big seam.
Over midfield down to the 46-yard line.
Humphreys on that tackle. And it's a good thing because he had some big yardage, maybe total yardage. Hey, Cooper not made that tackle, but the offensive line pressure come from inside, but he got outside.
20 yards.
And the coverage wasn't what we want it to be out there.
20 yards.
Turn him in.
21-yard pickup on the play.
Oh, Marmion just
the ball inside.
Missed it.
Around the corner he goes. It's a foot race now near the sideline.
This is the containment that Coach Johnson was talking about that we needed to have. Cooper Humphreys now got dinged. Cooper Humphreys on the hit, and he is still down.
Matthews going to try to go back in, number 16.
Rowley going back in for Humphreys.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
And I believe that was Zach Alexander over there with him on that play.
It was.
But Humphreys had come in for Matt Rowley because Matt's shoulder was not responding the way he wanted to, and now
they called Doc Stewart over to the.
He says I can play, but they got Humphreys down. So A.J. Marmion had a hand on that runner just as he's crossing the line of scrimmage, could not grab a hold and hold him. And once he got outside, they are quick. They got some speed.
Watching the replay here in the booth. Marmion did have him.
Turned him in, then he jumped out. Yeah. Zach Alexander trying to chase him down. Humphreys had to put the crunch on him, and something hurt. It looks like it's a lower body thing, but he kind of hit him head on.
So we'll go back to live action here. Geneseo up by the score 13-0 with 5:23 left in this first half.
First attempt for the Raiders.
Raiders
35-yard line.
Are on the 25-yard line. They got 3 receivers out wide. They're going to try to give it.
It's again, force him wide.
And then, they're forcing wide. And they're going to throw a flag there.
That was Daniels.
Late hit.
Daniels forced him out wide, and it looked like Trevor Craig came up on the tackle.
I think maybe they're going to call Panicucci for a late hit there.
Yeah, he
wasn't much of a
Flag on the play.
vicious hit or anything.
Yeah, he got there just a little late.
Dead ball. Late hit.
Got to listen for that whistle.
Got to get our stuff together here as Raby's moved the ball downfield on us a little bit. They're inside the 25-yard line now.
Those 3 down linemen, Cameron Panicucci, Greg Strawhacker, and A.J. Marmion, puts a lot of pressure on them to put the pressure on the offensive line in the backfield, and then also contain.
So Raby's threatening now. Geneseo up 13-0 with 5:11 left in this first quarter still. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback in a shotgun formation. Nice play that time.
Nice whistle.
Couple people there all over that one.
That was Daniels. That was Daniels on the stunt.
He made the play.
Got him down first.
Then I believe Marmion wrapped him up and took him to the ground.
Yeah, the ball carrier thought he was going to get up and go again, but the whistles were blowing.
Here we go. Again, Raby just up front, tight splits. Just
3-yard loss on the play, so it's 2nd and 13.
Center, 2 guards, 2 tackles, and they're toe-to-toe. Quarterback flashing signals. Got 2 receivers wide left, wide right, 1 back in the backfield with him. 6 seconds left in the play clock. Drop back to pass, goes across the middle, incomplete. Nice coverage that time by the defense of Geneseo.
Was well covered. Mitch
Trevor,
Miller.
Yep.
Yeah, Craig in there, Mitch Miller in there.
Yep.
Rowley in there. Patterson had dropped back on coverage right there, so it was a lot of green jerseys in that area. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here still in the first quarter. It's a long first quarter.
Again, they're spreading the field as much as they can.
A lot of incomplete passes by Raby.
Across the middle, they try to bring it. Rowley lays it heavy.
Yeah.
He heard that up here, couldn't you?
He did, but he gets up favoring his shoulder just a little bit too, so he's not coming off the field, but you can see it's hurting.
Yep.
4th down and again 12, 13 yards, 4th and 13. And they are 20 yards from the goal line. Is that right, or is it 15?
15 from the goal line, it looks like. Looks like the ball's on the, about
15, I'm sorry. Yep.
16.
Big 4th down stop right here on his way.
3 receivers this near side. Incomplete, it goes again. That time across the middle.
Maple Leafs get the stop. You know, they had a lot of success. Raby did have running the football, and then when they get down to the goal line, they decide to put it up. Geneseo had a hard time containing, keeping them inside, because once they got outside with that football, they were hard to catch. But they abandoned that plan and decided to put it in the air.
So Raby has a nice sustained drive there as they took the ball down the field. But now they turn the ball over to Geneseo, 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. Maple Leafs haven't touched the ball for quite a while here.
I'm saying, Coach,
a lot of whistles going on around.
I'm saying Coach Mackey is grateful that they decided to go to the passing game.
Timeout, Geneseo.
A couple reasons. Number one, they want to work on their pass defense in a game like this, and secondly, that it hasn't been effective to this point. The only thing it's been effective at is stopping the clock. This is a long quarter. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the quarter, and it's 8:15.
Probably about your bedtime, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but there's some of the varsity games are getting over about now.
So timeout on the field. The 1st and 10 Maple Leafs here with 4:10 left in this first quarter. Nice crowd on hand here this evening as once again the student body down at the south end of the field with the more of the junior high age is packed. The band is down at the north end of the field. Nice having the band down there and playing throughout the game.
The bad news we have here is Matt Rowley playing with a banged up shoulder a little bit out there on the field. Cooper Humphreys and Mislow sitting on the trainer's bench. That's not what you want to have happen in the first 8 minutes of a ball game.
It did not pick up what happened to Cooper. Exactly. Didn't see when they carried him off or anything.
They're they're dealing with his lower.
Second man through, gonna have a seam that time. Still on his feet, gets over the 30, down to the 32-yard line goes Webster.
Ryan Webster, the ball carrier.
Webster with a nice pickup.
Webster had a great week last week.
Yep.
Came in and in the second unit and really picked up some yardage, almost 100 yards, up in the 90s.
16-yard pickup that time. Moves the ball out to the 32-yard line against the Raby Raiders.
Snyder comes over and picks up his own play this time.
Whitmer brings him up the line of scrimmage, and Alexander goes out wide to the left side. First and 10 for the Leafs. Two backs in the backfield, wing back on the right side. They're going to come this way. Going to drop back. Gets a pass out. Oh, Daniels had it in his fingertips and just dropped out. No, that's not Daniels. That's number 35. Johnson.
That's Johnson. Nate Johnson maybe was running before he caught the ball. It looked like it was catchable, and
it was a nice pass.
Tried to turn the corner. Joe Thomas checks in with the play. Alexander out. Snyder says, that sounds like a good play. Let's run it.
Up we come. 3:39 left in the first quarter. Geneseo's up 13-0. Snyder looks him over. Wing back on the left side comes in motion. Going to give him the counter. 35 with the ball. Johnson gets it out over the 40-yard line on the counter to the left side.
Nice little deception on the Leafs.
Johnson, ball carrier, tackled by
Raby can't cover everything.
That side of the field would be Verbeck along with Morris.
It's going to be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 2, I'm sorry. Picked up 8.
Jordan Milkes comes out wide this near side for the Leafs. Man coverage out here. Takes it up the middle, don't we? Yep,
got it.
First down for the Leafs. Moves the ball to the 45-yard line.
Johnson,
the ball carrier.
Running that ball just off the left side, right over the left shoulder of Mr. Blake Whitmer.
First and 10 for the Leafs.
Rob Smith over on that side. Mike Murray, the big boy on that side. Love to see those guys in the trenches making holes. Whitmer brings them up again.
Wide receiver goes out wide left for the Leafs. Boy, everybody's walking up tight for Raby. Nothing going that time for Burris. He gets stacked up, pile drive.
They were really tight on that one.
Burris, the ball carrier.
That might have been a good time to have just something to audible that thing.
Yep.
Because they are really sucked in on that one.
They are just creeping. As soon as we get in our set position, they are just walking up the line of scrimmage.
Snyder comes over to pick up the play, and Milkey checks in with him. Alexander runs over the sideline, and he said he doesn't want to talk to the trainer too, does he? No.
So we'll call it 2nd and 9.
He's just going to check on Humphreys. See how Cooper's doing.
Counter play this way.
Cut it.
Nice block out front. Got to get the first down. Still on his feet inside the 40, down to about the 39-yard line. On the carry that time for the Leafs, Mitch Miller.
Nice cut. That's Webster.
Yeah, it's Webster on the carry.
Webster on the carry. Nice cutback by Ryan Webster. Just when they need the big gainer.
On that counter play.
First and 10 for the Maple Leafs at the Raby 39-yard line.
It seems that Raby is intent on stopping the fullback.
Well, so far, it sure does look that way.
And if I'd have watched this last week, or if I'd have scouted our tradition, I would say that's reasonable. But they're not stopping a whole lot else.
Now we go to double wing set. Johnson goes in motion, gives the ball. No. Schneider keeps the ball, picks up 4 on the play, moves the ball right down to the 35-yard line on the quarterback keeper.
The ball carrier.
It looked like Burris had it. At least 3 guys were tackling him.
That's what we like to have happen.
Second down.
Snyder took that baby right back up over the top of the center after the fake, instead of going wide like he often does.
Mislow's on the trainer's table down here. Patterson's checking him over. Cooper Humphrey still there. Johnson's got to get the ball carrier, and he didn't get touched for 10 yards.
He didn't know exactly where to go. He was so wide open.
Yeah.
Got a Raby player down again.
2 on the tackle.
Trying to work his way up.
Might be a cramp or something there.
It could be if they're starting in the first quarter.
13-yard pickup on the play.
Thomas checks in with the play one more time. Snyder says that sounds like a good one. Let's just score right here.
Yep.
21.5 yards out. That's
21 yards.
nothing to it.
That's an illegal. No, he can't. I don't know what the whistle was for. I think that they
they're trying to get
that player off the field. Is that what they're doing? Or
yeah,
what?
they're telling somebody that came on the field he can't go off. He's trying to wave somebody off the field. Huddle up. Okay. Little confusion on the field.
Yep.
Coach Johnson.
First down for the Leafs.
Coach Johnson.
36 seconds left in the first quarter still.
Sounds like he's going to stay with whatever he called. That play clock's got 9 seconds, so it's.
Whistles are blowing.
Yeah. It's it's an illegal substitution on the red team. They lack an organization just a bit here.
No flow yet to the game.
It doesn't seem to be.
We start to get it going, and then it just.
You know, to not have a weather delay. Seriously, I mean, we're approaching 8:22, and we're still in the first quarter.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Yep. Noki out wide to the right side. Motion Johnson to get the ball up the middle. They are watching the fullback up the gut, and they want to stop that first.
Grant Burst does not pick up much. He got about, probably going to have to give him a yard. He got more than a foot and a half, so he's got to have a yard.
Second 4 with 3 seconds left in this first quarter, and that's going to run the clock out. So after 1 quarter of play here at Bob Reed Field, it's your Maple Leafs 13, Raby Raiders 0.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back to Bob Reed Field here in Geneseo. It's a beautiful evening for football at this point. I understand there may be some storms, some rain coming in a little bit later, but right now, well, as long as that first quarter took, we might be here for a while, so I shouldn't say we'll be out of here before any storms come through, but certainly a long first quarter that time. Geneseo's up, scoring 2 touchdowns, 13-0 over the Raiders of Raby, which certainly is a pretty quality foe we're seeing across the way from us.
Well, at 8:24, which is usually about halftime, we finish up the first quarter, I'm sorry, and the officials have called an extended quarter. What did they say, Willis? Extra 2 minutes because of the heat. Make sure everybody hydrates. And I'm hoping we're out of here today. I'm hoping it isn't Saturday before we get out of here. You just never know where this thing's going.
You just pack the bus and head straight to Moline for the freshman game tomorrow morning.
But the good news is the Green Machine leads 13-0 here at the end of 1 quarter, and they have the ball driving for a third score. The bad news is we got a couple guys on the trainer's bench down there, Cooper Humphreys and Brandon Mislow, both dinged up here a little bit. It looks like Mislow is an ankle. They've got his foot wrapped, iced up pretty good.
Yep.
Humphreys, he hasn't turned around. I can't see, but it's something in the lower extremities.
So we're back to live action here. 13-0 Maple Leafs starting the second quarter. That time Schneider keeps the ball, gets it inside the 10, down close to the 7-yard line. As they roll around, depends on where they mark it. They are going to give him a nice mark.
That's going to get a first down.
Yep.
First and goal for the Leafs. And as long as they don't give it to the fullback, they don't have a whole lot to say with what we do.
No.
They basically, it looks like they spent all week saying, don't let 33 carry the football.
So up we come. First and goal from the 8-yard line. 13-0 Maple Leafs on top. Wing back on the right side and left side. Sprint out Milky to the right side. Schneider's going to keep the ball. Going to try to get in the end zone. Sneaks through, gets down to about the 1-yard line as he does a juke at about the 5.
Very close. They're going to mark it at the 2.
And
Snyder's not getting up very quick. Nope. He's up, but he's hobbling. Got Luke Snyder dinged up here a little bit. I'm pretty sure the coaching staff is not happy with
referee was talking to him pretty seriously, checking probably maybe to see if he's concussed of any sort.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's walking. He's getting the play. Daniels comes in with the play, gets it to Snyder.
So we're in the shadow of the goal post.
You need a 2-yarder here. 2-yard bomb.
Second. In goal from the 2. Overload left side. Pretty strong. Going to go that way. Gets his head down. Ooh, close to the end zone.
Did not get
Maybe
that.
Brings up a 3rd down and about a yard to hit pay dirt for the Maple Leafs.
Did not get that. That's Johnson.
Dig down deep here.
Nate Johnson again on that carry.
11:16 left in the second quarter. Leafs on top, 13-0. Sophomores were victorious. The preliminary game for the Leafs.
That ball's just still sitting almost on the 2-yard line, so there was no gain on that play. You want to get it on 3rd down here. Obviously, you don't want to have to see what 4th down brings you.
Wishbone formation behind Schneider. Tight formation. Student body. Webster short of the goal line. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Leafs.
Get it. Raby stiffening up on the interior.
4th down from the inside the 1-yard line.
He got to the 1. He picked up one of the 2 yards.
So with 10:30 left, the Maple Leafs.
Mitch Miller checks in.
Miller checks in along with
Webster checks out.
Singbush.
Snyder comes over and gets the play. Johnson checks out.
Now we have all the personnel on the field. 10:14 left in the first half.
They've got that. Boy, they've got everybody up in the box. I mean, it is tight.
Schneider looks them over.
You would think you maybe could run something white, or you could just get something right up the middle.
Formation, touchdown,
Yep.
Geneseo.
Looked like, is that Singbush?
I believe it was. Kind of dove over the stack, the pile. Yep. Be the 10th caller to La Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free, large, 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
3rd score for the Leafs. Going to try to tack one on here for Kevin Wallach. Looking for that good snap again. There, you got the good snap.
Kicks up in. Good.
That's right down the middle.
And 20-0, Maple Leafs on top here. Just underway in this second quarter. 9:58 left in it.
0, Geneseo 20.
Can't be happy with the way people are getting dinged up here in this ball game.
Nope.
It's tough weather to play in, but boy, you just got to find the energy, and you can't. If you're not going 100% all the time, sometimes that's when it sneaks up on you.
Yep.
And sometimes it just happens. I have to admit, Cooper Humphreys was going 100% on that tackle when he went out.
Geneseo's drive is a 14-play drive. Eats up 84 yards. Time of possession 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Ray Singbush. Wallach's kick was good to make it 20-0.
And Erskine Steve to receive.
So Wallach has it teed up. Kicking towards the north. See if he's going to pooch it up in the air. Kind of a pooch. Still on his feet and brought down at the 35-yard line. They had him twisted around several times. Rowley's going to check back into the game, number 16 on the defensive side of the ball.
So we're back pretty close to where we started the ball game defensively. Singbush, Miller, Rowley.
35-yard line.
Patterson's in the middle.
Trevor Craig, Patterson. Yeah, Patterson's in for Mislow, and Z's in there. Zach Alexander's in.
Right.
Got Daniels on the wide line side spot over there, and should see if all the big boys are all in the middle. Yep, Strawhacker in the middle, going wide. Ah.
Nice tackle that time by Patterson. Good speed to get outside that wide side of the field. Close to the first down for Raby, and it is a first down.
They are, boy, I tell you, once they get outside, if we don't contain them, they get outside. They do have some speed. You got to try to contain that speed. Panicucci and A.J. Marmion at the tackles. 3
receivers is near side. Now we're going to walk out and cover them. Quarterback in the shotgun with 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Looking at the top of the screen. Almost intercepted that time on the deflection over there by Craig. And the deflection by Patterson.
It went through several hands.
Yes.
Green jerseys, red jerseys, green jerseys, red jerseys. It looked like several people might have had an opportunity for that.
So bring up 2nd and 10. Ball's in Raby territory, their own 45-yard line.
Boy, the way they run that ball when they get outside, I'm amazed that they're putting that ball in the air. Looking for the big play.
Defense is moving around as the man goes in motion. Lipson throwing the ball. He's getting a little pressure on him. Still pressure.
Marmion with pressure. Oh, nice hit.
And down he goes. On the tackle that time is Craig. Put his shoulder pads right in the back of the receiver.
Craig had it timed just perfectly as the ball hit his hands.
Nice play by.
Got him right in the back.
Trevor Craig, number 22.
Ball's at the Raby 46-yard line.
3rd and 10. Have they completed a pass yet? No.
No completed passes. Geneseo's up 20-0 here in this second quarter. 2 backs in the back, or the quarterbacks in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers each side, top and bottom of your screen. Quarterback looks all over. Trying to get some pressure from the backside. Going to run the ball.
Not going to get
short
the
of the first down. Tackle there by Johnson.
Covington, the ball carrier.
Very nifty at Covington.
Yes, he is. Going to mark the ball in Geneseo territory at the 46-yard line, let's call it. 4th and about 3.
Yeah, 4th and a very long 2, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go in shotgun. It looks like Covington calls the plays. Does he get anything from the sideline?
I don't think so.
I think Covington he just decides what he wants to do. Nope, he's going to have a timeout.
Timeout. He didn't like.
Timeout, Raby.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He's not happy.
Short one-man personnel-wise.
He's not happy about somebody or something. So that's their 3rd timeout. They're burning them.
20-0 here in this second quarter. Geneseo on top. Sophomores was victorious in the preliminary game.
It says they got 1 timeout left on the board.
They say that's incorrect. I think the referees may be noticing that right now themselves. So a little timeout in the field for the boys. Need to get some pressure in the middle.
Yep, either way. Marmion's putting pressure, but then wherever he's coming, they're fleeing the other side.
Playing right around him.
Yep, Strawhacker in the middle. Panicucci on the other tackle.
Here we go. 4th and 3 for Raby.
If they run that football, they're going to have to, got to contain it. He's going to run that football. They got him contained now, but he
gets loose.
He juked and juked until he finally found a hole. Alexander gets up a little slow, but
Craig on the tackle.
Gets the first down, moves the ball down to the 40-yard line of Geneseo. 8:29 left in the
Yeah, down the tackle from the corner.
Geneseo 40-yard line.
Splitting a couple wide again.
A lot of
5 receivers.
A lot of chattering going on out there as far as who's got who.
Oh my goodness.
We just can't bring him down with the
No.
first hit, can we?
It looked like he was dead at the line of scrimmage, and he picks up
5, 4, 5.
On the tackle.
Yeah, they're only going to give him
No,
3.
they're only getting 3, aren't they? Okay.
Yeah.
The ball carrier.
So that's not. Strawhacker comes off.
So it'll be 2nd and 7
Second down.
on the Geneseo 37-yard line.
Travis Akers
38.
comes off. And we got
They're going the full
looks
spread.
like we got Verbeck in the middle.
Yes, I believe so.
Verbeck might have jumped in there on defense at the nose
Wide
nose spot.
receivers up. Gonna give the ball in the middle.
Marmion again pushes him back, but he eludes it.
Gonna get the first down, I think, as he moves down close to the 30-yard line. Just can't keep him inside us.
Got some nifty little footwork there.
On the
Yep.
tackle, Robinson, the ball carrier.
That's the
Geneseo.
learning aspect of a game like this. Obviously, the Leafs are still pretty much in control of the ball game with a 20-0 score, but you got to learn how to contain this kind of athlete.
Receivers left and right.
We're very grateful that he has that he's thrown several incomplete passes instead of running the ball continuously.
Gonna go option play this near side. And brought down, rolling the tackle at about the 25-yard line. Flags on the play.
Covington, the ball
Holding on Raby.
Yep. Once again, their organization is not as good as they'd like it to be. Panicucci checks out. Strawhacker checks back in. Strawhacker goes to the middle, and Verbeck slides out to the tackle spot. So you got Verbeck and Marmion at the tackles. Strawhacker in the middle. Trying to rotate
And keep them a little
those
fresher.
linemen a little bit, keep them a little bit fresher. They've been on the field for a while now.
Yes.
It's been kind of a sustained drive here by Raby.
They're marching off the penalty against Raby. Moves the ball
So-
back to about the 39-yard line. I'll bring first down for them.
With the quarterback keeping the ball on the ground, they were moving the ball quite well.
Yes.
See what they do now. And I don't see him looking to the sideline for a play. So
He's calling things himself.
It looks like he gets to decide to do whatever he wants right here.
Got 3 receivers atop the screen, and looks like Canara walking off.
And he's just going to keep the ball.
Rowley on the tackle.
Uh-oh.
Erskine's the ball carrier.
Yeah. Picked up, Rowley on the tackle, picked up, what did he pick up, about 10 on that?
Yeah, I got about 10 back to the original line of scrimmage. Call it 2nd and 9.
And somebody got dinged on that. I think Singbush, again, kind of got dinged in the arm on that. Boy, they're getting a lot of minor injuries. Hopefully none of them severe tonight.
2nd down. Now the quarterback's going to keep it.
Verbeck in pursuit, not going to get him. Rowley
Again,
comes
Rowley
up.
on the tackle
Rowley
once
comes
again.
up, makes the tackle. Smelled it.
Covington, the ball carrier.
A little bit of a
And again, it's a good
shoulder
thing.
problem, but he's using wisely, not using that shoulder when he's tackling. It's like more of his using more of his body on it to tackle.
Ball's at the Geneseo
5:46 left in the first half. 20-0. Maple Leafs on top. But certainly Raby has really shown some real fight in them.
Yeah, they're in 4-down territory. They're going to go
Yeah.
for it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and they I think they finally figured out what we could see all along is that if they keep that ball on the ground, they might get somewhere.
Yep.
Quit throwing incomplete passes.
Play clock to 0, but no indication.
Oh, pressure. This time they do have him contained. Daniels on the pressure.
Daniels popped his helmet off.
Looked like he had him, and then he came. Yeah, then he slipped away, came back and got him. Panicucci with the help contained him. Now he's down.
Travis Akers checks in. Timeout on the field by the official.
Officials time.
4:53 left in this first half. Geneseo's up 20-0 here at Bob Reed Field, and the officials are sending the teams to the sideline to get a sip of water here before we move on. We'll take a little break, he says. Band's playing at the north end of the field.
This quarter's going a little faster than the first. Because we don't have so many incomplete passes, but it's a long football game so far. We still got almost 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And it is past my bedtime, John. I don't know how close it's getting to yours.
Pretty close.
Leafs got their drinks. They're going back on the field. Officials getting their drinks.
It is nice to have the band playing during timeouts like this, isn't it?
It is good. You don't get this everywhere.
Still a nice crowd on hand here this evening. Bob Reed Field.
Got
a chance to see Elmer Reedy and recognize him for everything he's done for the not just sports programs, but also the school in general. So.
Yeah, Mislow's got ice all over his foot, and Cooper Humphreys doesn't appear like he has any hope of getting back in the ball game. So looks like we've lost those two for the day.
Here we go, 4th and 12.
Snyder's over there throwing football, so he's feeling like he's going to get back in here.
Shotgun formation. Snap is high. Ball across the middle and dropped at the goal line. Matthew was right behind him, but wasn't in good position to make a play there.
If he catches that ball, it's going to be 6, and that ball kind of hit him in a real bad spot, like right on the hands. Dropped it. So, you know, sometimes you better be lucky than good. Because that time he was open and the ball was right there. Should have been 6 for Raby, but the Leafs take over on downs. We'll check out
Nathan Yeager's coming in to quarterback the Maple Leafs here, number 15.
Yeah,
the senior.
Luke Snyder took a little bit of a blow down at the other end of the field last possession.
Nice seam that time. Gave him about 4 yards, maybe 3 yards, which give Webster on the carry off the right side.
Got Caleb Billier in there on the offensive tackle spot.
Tried to get another one here before halftime.
Nathan Yeager come back under center again.
They're really loading up on defense on that left side or our right side. Ball's fumbled.
Webster picks it up, heads for the sidelines, and it's going to be a big loss.
Yep, loss of about probably 7 or 8 yards on the play.
Looked like Nathan never did get control of that football. Webster picked it up on the run, fortunately. Sometimes that's a fall-on situation.
So Milkey checks into the game, number 7.
Ball's at the 27-yard line.
Third and a big bunch of yards to get here, about 13.
Yeager at quarterback. Burris lines up behind him. A counter play. Nothing pretty on that one. They still got nothing going that time. Lost some yardage on it. On the counter.
Yeah, Ryan Pitcher on the coverage, or excuse me, on the carry, and we got a lot of second unit jumping in there now. Not completely, but a lot of them are jumping in, and timing wasn't quite right on that series. So they're going to turn it over here. Have the Leafs punted this year? Yeah, I think this is their first punt of the season.
Nice kick. Ball's loose. All right, nice play. That ball was muffed down at the about the 40-yard line. He picked up and tried to run with it.
Coverage and tackle by Pitra.
Pitra with the tackle.
Also down there was Solberg and Grant Burris, I believe, were down there on the coverage. But that ball looked like it was a catchable ball, and he just plain missed it.
Yep.
Bounced backward a couple yards and basically had to fall on it.
We're 20-0. Maple Leafs up on top here in this second quarter still. 2:47 left in this half. And Maple Leafs will go back on defense in the green jerseys. yellow pants, G on the side of the helmet.
Obviously, the Leafs would like to score it on that drive, but the goal now is to make sure that they run this 2:47 off the clock and keep a 0 there.
Wide left, wide right goes Raby. Quarterback going to get it out in the flat area, just giving him the flat and give him something to do, room to run with the ball. And down he goes. Nice gang tackle.
Yeah, a lot of pursuit on that one. Try to find some numbers in there. Looks like I see Patterson and Panacucci jumped up from there, and Strawhacker comes out of the bottom. Picked up about a yard and a half, maybe 2.
Yep, 2nd and 8, let's call it. Ball sits on about right at the 30, let's call it the 29-yard line. Geneseo's defense jumps around a little bit. The defensive backs up, back. Stand up ends, high snap. Quarterback's looking to throw the ball.
Caught that one.
Nice. Nice tackle.
So did Singbush.
Tackle by Singbush at about the 28-yard line.
Ray Singbush on the tackle.
Made up about a yard.
Third down.
About a yard gains all they got in the play.
Yeah, that's either their first or second completed pass, depending on what that one that little flip in the backfield was. So they may have 2 completed passes in a row, but the yardage is a total of 3 yards.
3rd and long for Raby.
And another one. That's really
low. That's going to be.
If they're going to call that a catch, that's going to be really close to a first down.
It is going to be a first down. They move this.
Diving catch. It looked like it was on the ground, but obviously a diving catch just got his hands under it.
It almost sounded like it too, didn't it?
Yeah. Minute and 19, the clock ticking away.
Geneseo up 22-0. Just before halftime here.
That one's not going to be caught.
Incomplete, right at the middle of the field at the G. So it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Miller on the pass defense.
1:11 left in the half.
Once again, Strawhacker, Panacucci, and Marmion all trying to put pressure on that quarterback. I think he had to release that one just a little bit faster than he wanted to. That receiver wasn't looking yet. Didn't have his eyes in the back of his head turned on.
They've gone to the pass quite a bit here in this last series of downs instead of the scrambling running style. Looks them over for 2nd and 10. Ball sits on about the 39-yard line. Goes across the middle.
Oh,
just about intercepted.
Almost picked off by Rowley, but you can see that shoulder. You can see that shoulder is biting him. You can see the aggravation on Matt Rowley's face from here. You can't really see his face, but you just know he's so aggravated. He wanted that thing so bad, but he couldn't even stretch his arm out from his body to catch it.
So it's 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for Raby.
2 incomplete passes got him to 3rd and 10. Good pressure that time by Daniels on that play. 2 blockers had to pick him up.
Long count, real long count. Everybody's moving early.
Looked like a lot of movement. Hang on.
Nice job there.
Is that Marmion?
Keep fighting with it. Marmion, number 67, yes.
AJ's had several of those where he's just about gotten. That time he had a jersey and he was not going to let go. Timeout by the Leafs this time. They're going to assume that they're going to get the ball back here at 4th and 9. Basically a one-handed jersey tackle by Marmion. Until the help could arrive.
So when we resume play, it'll be 4th down and 9 for Raby. 57 seconds left in the clock here in this first half. Geneseo's up 20-2-0.
I'd hate to trust the timeouts left on the board because they haven't changed. I keep watching every time there's a timeout called and nobody's changing them. So I'm not sure where we stand, but I'm pretty sure Raby is out and the Leafs probably are down to their maybe 1 left.
So Geneseo's playing to try to get the ball back one more time here before half, or I assume that's what they want to do, or they just want to set their defense. Got Strawhacker in the middle.
I think they're expecting to get the football back.
Strawhacker in the middle, flanked by Cameron and Panacucci on this left side.
They have a 20-0 lead, but you still want to play this thing like you do in a critical game.
They are going to punt formation. He's going to be inside the box over there. He's going to be illegal participation. The player way over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, there it is. He got the flag. You called that one ahead, John. Yeah, he got a flag out there.
Now, Matthew was pointing at him as he ran off the field, and they did call it. So this will come back again.
They're going to decide whether they want the football. The Leafs get to decide whether they want the football or move them back.
And what happened there is that the player for Raby ran off the field and just like straight towards where the 10-yard marker is. He ran off the field there, but I believe he has to be inside the player's area when this ball snapped, and that's what they're going to call him basically for offsides, I believe.
They're all talking about it, trying to decide whether, in fact, it was in violation. They're trying to decide whether you're right or not, John. Here, there's a lot of pressure on this call.
If I'm not right, it's time for a water break.
And here we go. We're going to find out rather tonight whether John Rowley knows what he's talking about.
Probably don't.
They're going to call it a procedure on the kicking team. They're going to kick it over. Good call, John. You win that one.
Yay.
So the Leafs really looking for a possibility of a return here with 47.7 seconds left. Trying to see if they can get that baby for another score, or at least a field goal. Let's give Kevin Wolak an opportunity for about a 35-yard field goal and see what he can do. See how much leg he's got.
20-0. Maple Leafs on top. 47 seconds left here in the first half. Geneseo does go in a punt return formation, rolling back deep at his own 40 or 38-yard line. Need a little help here by.
That one's not going to be returned either.
Nope.
But they picked up about 10 yards on the penalty. Lost about 8 seconds.
Kick is down to the Geneseo.
Still brings up the Geneseo's offense. Trots on the field here with 39 seconds left in the first half.
Leafs have 59 yards to go to pay dirt. Going to have to come up with some big plays.
Jaeger's at the helm.
Or settle for a 20-0 lead.
Alexander comes out wide left.
Doesn't look like we're going to take a knee.
Nope. Try to take it inside off the left side.
It also doesn't look like we're going for the bomb.
No.
28, 27, it's ticking away. And Joe Thomas comes in with probably the final play of the first half.
Up we come with 16 seconds left on the clock, showing Thomas lines up wide to the right side.
Webster going
with
wide.
the carry.
Gets out of bounds. We are going to have some time left.
Yep. He got knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Going to bring up a sec.
Webster, the ball carrier. Williams on the tackle.
Don't know what all the screaming going on
the Raby
there.
sidelines are going crazy. The cheerleaders are having a great time. And we don't know why. But they're having fun.
Yes.
For some reason, he went out of bounds with about 5 seconds left, and now there's 7/10 left, so we're going to get one play right here.
Takes the ball up the middle. Those Burris, after a pickup of about 2 yards, he brought down, and that's going to do it for the first half. So after one half of play here at Bob Reed Field, it's the Geneseo Maple Leafs 20, the Raby Raiders 0.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Maplettes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Geneseo High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Geneseo High School Band and the 8th Grade Symphonic Band.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the third quarter of this second game of the season for the Maple Leafs. Geneseo is up by the score of 20-0 over the Raby Raiders. Geneseo return men stand back about their own 6-yard line. Raby will kick the ball. High kick, going to come down at about the 22-yard line. On the return is Webster. Webster puts his shoulder down and brings the ball back out to the 40-yard line. It's where Geneseo's offense will take over right there, 1st and 10, right here in front of us as they open up this second half.
For the quickness that Raby shows, typically on defense, there was not great coverage on that kickoff. Only the second kickoff received by the Leafs this year. Both times at the opening of the second half. Last week and this week, not given up a score, so have not received a kickoff after a score.
Geneseo has set themselves. Going to give the ball to the middle. That's Grant Burrs with a carry. He's going to pick up about 7 yards on it.
And that might be his biggest pickup of the day.
Nice block downfield that time by Mike Murray.
Early in the game, we mentioned their focus was stopping the fullback, and maybe they probably talked about a lot of other things. They probably said, you're doing a good job on the fullback. And then they went on to other things and probably maybe lost a little bit of focus on that.
Could have. The receiver out wide to the right side as Schneider looks over the offense for the Green Machine going towards the north end zone. We get the second man through. Found a seam that time. Nice pickup that time by Singbush as he goes over the 50 down to about the 46-yard lines.
That's going to be a first down for the Leafs, cross midfield. Those linemen are blowing the holes out again. There was just one possession where they didn't just completely control the line of scrimmage, offensive line. And other than that, they've done a nice job of controlling the line of scrimmage.
Sure, they have. Alexander goes wide to the right side this time. One man on the coverage out there. Going to go sweep play to the same side. Mitch Miller with the carry. Going to cut back against the grain. 25, still on his feet. He goes down close to the 30, over to the 30 to 25, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. He goes. Mitch Miller made the best of it as he went one way across the field and took it all the way down to the 18-yard line.
Started off the right side, crossed the line of scrimmage, actually across the right side, cut back to the left, and will find himself clear over on the left sideline, almost out of bounds. Picked up
28 yards on the pickup.
28 yards on the play. Mitch Miller on the carry. Mitch has been a workhorse in the onset of the game. He's been a good workhorse today.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Leafs at the 20-yard line. They drop back the pass, gets the ball out, just overthrows. Over there looks like Alexander on an out pattern.
Alexander is incomplete.
Just thrown behind him. There was really no chance that Zach was going to get his hands on that football.
Quarter score, Morris 15, Oaklawn Richards 13.
Morris playing Oaklawn Richards, our opponent for next week, has a 15-13 lead against Oaklawn Richards, another powerhouse.
Yes.
So Morris is going to be a team to be reckoned with.
Up they come the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver to the right side. Appears to be Milky. Got a convoy in front of him goes Mitchell. Mitchell still on his feet inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line goes Mitch Miller, number 25.
Once again, cut back against the grain. Successful doing so. The pursuit by Raby is not good.
Again, like you said, things may be wearing down a little bit.
They seem to be meeting the runner at the point of attack, and as he bounces off of that and cuts back, the pursuit is not there. Nice hole.
Yep. What?
Nice read again, though, by Mitch Miller.
Stimes checks into the game. Tight formation. Wishbone in the backfield behind Schneider. Schneider's going to keep the ball. He goes in just inside the 5 and gets tied up.
Snyder, the ball carrier.
So just inside the 4-yard line, first and goal from the 4. Is that what we have? First and goal from the
second down.
Second and goal from the 4.
Got John Solberg playing the end position here in the second half, and
ball is at the Raby 4-yard line.
On the 4-yard line.
The rest of the offensive line is the same as the first half.
Miller with the carry.
His legs are still driving.
Got to be close to the goal line as was inside the extra point line, as you see there. Right on the line.
Mitch Miller kind of looked over at the officials, wondering when you're gonna say that to put your two hands up, but they are going to mark that thing right about the 1-foot line.
In goes Greg Strawhacker for the Leafs.
Strawhacker on offense checks in, and Cody Morris?
Yep.
Cody Morris checked out. Cody Morris kind of dangling one arm. Wonder if he's got a trainer comes over and talks to him. Yep, he's got something going on with the shoulder or something.
Touchdown, Geneseo. Off their right side goes Singbush.
That'll be Singbush again.
That puts 6 more on the board for the Leafs to make it 26-0 here early on in the second half. Be the 10th caller to La Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171. So Wolak comes on for the PAT attempt. Right footer, nice snap, kicks up. Right through the middle by Wolak to make the score 27-0.
So the Leafs received the opening kickoff of the second half, marched very methodically down through the Raby defense. And I'm sure Coach Johnson talked about doing just that at halftime.
Yes.
Did a very nice job of executing the game plan of the second half.
8 plays, 60 yards, eats up 3 minutes and 16 seconds of this third quarter, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Ray Singbush. Kick was good by Wolak to make the score 27-0. 2-0. So I'd like to give a shout out here a little bit. I got a nephew listening to the ball game tonight down in Monmouth, to Blake Arnold. I'll be seeing him tomorrow. Talked to him today, and I said, put your name on the air for you, Blake. So Blake Arnold from Scioto. You know where Scioto is, Bob?
Sounds like it's something in your back.
Yeah, down around Macomb.
The Macomb of your back?
Yeah, the comb of your back.
Yeah.
Geneseo up 27-0 here now.
While you're doing shout-outs, what about all Jesse's friends over at the High Rise?
There you go. A nice onside kick this time, acted by still on the ground. Now we got to wrap him up. Nice job that time. The defense just wrapped him up and kept him from going anywhere. On the tackle that time was and pick up who made the tackle that time for the Leafs.
Pitra on the tackle.
Pitra?
Yep, that's Pitra. And
Mislow?
no, Mislow's out. That was Pitra. Pitra got a hold of his leg and did not let it go. Ball carried down at the 25-yard line and 26-yard line. If Raby came out with any ambitions of really getting back in this ballgame, they didn't show it on that first possession by the Leafs.
Defense is walking up, backing off. Patterson in pursuit, had a hand on him.
Still got out wide.
And knocks him out of bounds.
Patterson pursued him all the way, but I believe it was Singbush. No, it was Rowley. That was Rowley coming up.
Tackling with his
one-arm Rowley comes up, tackled him.
Tackling with his right shoulder.
Pitcher in at the corner.
Picked up an awful lot in that play. Picked up 7 yards, caught 2nd and 7.
Singbush on the far side, corner.
Now they're going to loosen up a little bit, back up.
Daniels drops back. Oh, pressure. Got 3 again.
Couldn't get a hold of him.
My. Rowley undercuts, and Daniels takes the top side. They finally bring him down after a first down.
We had him so close in that backfield.
Patterson's having a conversation with the official. He thinks he was held. Strawhacker, Patterson had pressure on the quarterback, and he just slid it out of there like a snake.
Yes.
I understand there's a few colleges talking to him, but he's got so much athleticism. If you know, they might be able to get a hold of him and teach him some things.
Yep.
A lot of talent. A lot of talent.
Sprint out action. Quarterback's just going to keep it this time. Looks to get outside.
Slips outside.
Picked up about 3.
Daniels takes out the blocker. Pitcher comes up. And
knocked out of bounds.
Panicucci on pursuit.
It's going to be short of the first down by about 5 yards, I guess. So call it 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Miller and Zach Alexander also, they're chasing him out of bounds.
That was a straight quarterback keeper.
No doubt about who's in charge of this team. That quarterback decides what he wants to do and what he thinks he can do. He's going to keep that one.
Nice job by the defense that time as they were in hot pursuit.
Patterson had his ankle that time, and he was not going to get by. I didn't see who hit him. I didn't see who came and hit him high.
Here we
go. Looks like, oh, Strawhacker. It was Strawhacker that just leveled him from the top side after Patterson had him by the ankle. 3rd and a yard.
A lot of guys standing up, ready to go out for passes, it looks like, Bob. One quarterback back by himself.
3rd and a yard.
Shotgun.
3rd and a yard. The quarterback's going to keep this ball. He's going to throw it. And he's going to throw it long to nobody. Oh, no. They're going to throw flags on that thing. They're going to call pass interference on Rowley. It was an uncatchable ball.
Yeah, it's clearly over his head.
They're going to have to say that he was holding him back, or well, it's hard to tell what they're going to do. But they're going to
move it back.
They're going to give it pass interference, defensive pass interference. So it's going to be a first down for Raby. They're going to mark off the yardage from the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 15 yards from the original line of scrimmage. Raby's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 25.
Geneseo's defense have to pull it together here. 27-0, Maple Leafs up on top.
I'm not sure exactly what did happen there because that ball was well over his head.
Yep.
It might have occurred sometime before the pass was thrown or while the ball was in the air.
Take the ball right up the middle and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Patterson that time on the tackle.
Patterson on the tackle. First gets the ball carrier.
Quick dart up the middle, picked up almost 2. Going to give him 2.
Raby does shuffle some players out, in and out every play.
They're trying to keep them fresh. We were hoping the endurance factor would come in the Leafs' favor here in the second half, but they're not showing as much fatigue as a lot of the Chicago Public League schools do.
Call it 2nd and 8.
He's open.
Near the goal on the 5-yard line, he's brought down.
Just a little shot right up the middle.
Yep.
Just slant right up the middle, and he was wide open. Split that little seam and down to the 5-yard line.
5 or 6 yard line, looks like.
6-yard line, they're going to spot it. 1st and goal, Raby. Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to get it much out of this, but he's going to pick up about 2.
So just about a yard gain there for Raby, the quarterback keeper. He'll do whatever he wants to do, won't he?
He does. They're spotting this at the 3-yard line, so he might have picked up almost 3 yards on that.
27-0, Maple Leafs up on top here. 5:22 left in the 3rd quarter as Raby threatens down at the south end zone.
Fumble. Ball's loose.
There's a fumble in there.
Yeah,
Recovered by Geneseo.
Geneseo comes up with it. A lot of hitting going on there. Strawhacker comes out of the pile.
Here's the replay, or our replay.
Panacucci comes out of the pile.
I don't think the running back got the ball from the quarterback cleanly.
Oh, it's Marmion.
Marmion comes out with the ball. Hey, here's a ball right here.
Yeah, Marmion stands up with the football. He just nonchalantly says, hey, here's a football right here.
That's what you guys are looking for, isn't it?
Yeah. Everybody's down on the ground looking for it. Marmion's standing up, holding it up in the air.
I just don't think the running back received the handoff cleanly. Never had full possession of it. So Geneseo dodged a bullet there. The score 27-0 with 5:06 left in this 3rd quarter. Geneseo's
Raby with 1st and goal on the 6-yard line, turns it over at the 2. 1 yard line, they pick it, they mark it. Might want to hang on to this ball right here.
Gives all ball up the middle.
He did not
get much, did he?
Did not get much. The couple of the Raby players were signaling safety, or touchback, I mean, but they did not get. No, they got out.
Their coaches were doing the same thing on the sideline, which they don't have a very good angle on it.
No, he was trying to figure a safety.
Yeah.
Trying to signal a safety on that. And they got it out to the 2-yard line. Actually gained a yard.
So
I'm not sure what they were looking at.
Joe Thomas brings the play into quarterback. Wide receiver out wide left. Looking to go sweep play. Miller with the carry.
Pitch to Miller.
Gets it out over the 5 to about the 6-7 yard line.
It's going to be about 35.
Covington on the tackle.
See where they spot it, but they're going to give him about.
Somebody's down on the.
That's Miller down. Gosh. But he's acting like it's a cramp, hopefully. Hopefully he's acting like that one's a cramp. It's going to be 3rd and only about 4. He's going to give him about 5 yards on that pickup.
So he's on the ground. They are treating him as a cramp. It looks to me at this point.
No. If it's a cramp or a knee.
And they have.
Well,
give him another.
There's no point in speculating again. No. But the crutches brigade has really hit the Leafs way too hard tonight. This is not a game where you want to start losing players, and they've lost some key players, at least for the evening. Hopefully they're going to be not permanent long-term injuries.
He's going to roll right up and walk off under his own power. Yeah, that's good to see. Woo.
Yeah, that's a cramp. He's running off the field like it is not the knee injury that it could have been.
So a little stoppage in the action. With 4:04 left in the third quarter. Geneseo's up by the score 27-0. Sophomores were victorious big this evening. A preliminary game.
Miller's been a workhorse tonight.
Yes.
And he needs to get some fluid in there. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's a tough night for that.
So it's 3rd down and 7 for the Leafs.
3rd and 4.
Yep, 3rd and 4.
And they got Singbush. Try to see who actually went. Oh, is it Webster? Looks like Webster might have checked in for Miller.
So Singbush and Webster in the backfield along with
Burris. Only need 4.5 yards here. Nothing to it.
There's a hole. There's a hole. That might go all the way.
Got it.
He got caught last time. He's striding over the 50, down to the 40. It's a foot race now. Over the 30, down to the 20, the 10. That time nobody's catching Ray Singbush as he goes 93 yards for the touchdown.
Not even going to try. The counter broke off the backside of that guard and nobody touching him, and it was wide open. They were packed in there so tight that once he got past the backfield, it was just wide open.
Be the 10th caller to La Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
I think the same guy that caught him last time quit. He was not interested in trying to chase him down this time.
So that nice little cushion there. Nice what we need to get some yardage
on
the ground.
What a turnaround that was. The ball inside their 10-yard line for 3 plays on their possession, 3 plays on our possession, and then
low snap. Going to be picked up by Kevin. No, he's going to fall on the ball. Wisely done by the kicker just to fall on the ball.
So perfect execution of the kicking game last week. And we've had a couple little snafus here tonight. Got to give them something to work on this week. You know, the kicking game needs a little work sometimes anyway.
Remember what's going on. So kicking team will come back out in the field for the kickoff. Kevin will handle those duties also.
I wanted to see Kevin pick that ball up and see what kind of a halfback he was. See if he can get outside.
Around the corner.
Turn the corner, Kevin.
That was a 93-yard touchdown run by Ray Singbush. Wolex fumble snap, no good. The 3-play, 98-yard drive, 1 minute and 16 seconds of this quarter. Singbush, 7 carries for 163 yards on the evening.
33 zip is the score, and that's certainly a lot more comfortable than the 20-0 at half. For some reason, you were correct, John, you mentioned as we broke out of halftime, 20-0 didn't feel as secure as you wanted it to feel, but now, of course, you can see the Raby shoulders slumping, and they had no effort trying to catch Race on that play. They look like a defeated team now.
Nice pooch ball up high in the air, returned back to about the 44-yard line of Raby.
Panacucci, Marmion, and Verbeck check in to the middle of the defensive line. Daniels and Akers on the wide linebackers.
Yes, yep.
Pitcher on the corner.
Draw back to pass, goes across the middle.
Open again, same play. They got big yardage on the last series.
Moves the ball down about 15 or about
11 yard gain. 11 yard gain. Just enough for first down.
Into Geneseo territory.
That little slant over the middle is, the timing, it looks like it's a lot better than some of the other pass routes they were running. Seemed to be hitting just the right time as he cuts through that slot.
Somebody cleaned him up there.
Yep, a lot of juke steps. Verbeck had a hold of him.
Somebody zeroed in on him.
Panacucci was down there. The big boys up front. He was dancing a lot, but he couldn't escape. He couldn't escape the big boys.
3:13 left in this third quarter. Geneseo's up 33-0. Wide left, wide right for Raby.
All 3 of the interior linemen were in on that tackle.
And it must have been a false start. on Raby.
2nd 9 is going to turn into 13 and 14.
I'm going to watch the replay here. Ooh.
Oh, it's on the defense. They're going to pick up 5.
Ooh, I don't
mark
think
off 5 against the green.
Crossed.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4. And then he.
I watched that replay. So we'll call it 2nd down and 4. 38 on the 38-yard line of Geneseo.
Quarterback keeps it.
Looking to get outside, turn him in. Knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Now inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Pitcher slowed him down. Just
he cramps up along the sideline here, right in front of the referees.
Yep.
They're going to stoppage.
Yeah, he's got cramps.
Right in front of the Geneseo bench, well down towards the 33-yard or that 28-yard line or so.
The exertion that he's putting out in this ball game.
Yeah.
You know, there's a good possibility he could get some cramping going on here. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, so there's still a full quarter left to go. 33 zip. The only question really in this game is how many are we going to score and if we can keep the 0 up there.
Yep.
But
he's up and moving. Well, he is. Oh, he hit him again.
Went down again. Yep. I don't mean to be laughing, but if you've ever been there, you know how bad that hurts.
Yeah.
He just can't move. It's like, oh yes. You can almost feel it. You can almost feel it when the guy goes down like that. So Leafs moving people in and out a little bit in there, trying to mix their people up, trying to give some relief. Not too many guys having to go both ways. The interior lineman, not so much. Rebecca is doing a lot of two-way work. Otherwise,
we'll have to.
Otherwise, they're trying to platoon as much as they can. Singbush going 2 ways.
It'll be a big day in the trainers' room tomorrow or tonight after the game.
Yeah, you know, and gets a nice hand. You know, everybody respects the kid as a talented athlete.
Yes, he is.
And you don't really want to see him out of the ball game. But the Leafs have really had their share tonight.
Yeah, we have had our share of.
You know, we're hoping most of these are very minor incidents. The one that really looked like it was not going to be an overnight deal was Cooper Humphreys.
Yep.
He walked off like he might have really tweaked that knee pretty good. So we're hoping and praying that all these guys come back quickly, continue to contribute to the Leafs' success this year. Been looking good.
Yep.
They look like a really nice football team playing as a unit. They make a lot of substitutions, and for the most part, they don't lose a lot of steps when they do.
249, new quarterback, of course. Oh, he slides right by us. Brings him down. Patterson's in on the tackle.
Honestly, it didn't look like it was his first rodeo either.
Going to be a first down for Raby. Heard calling for the holding on the offense. Nothing materialized. So it'll be 1st and 10 on Geneseo's 20-yard line for Raby.
Raby moving the football against the Leafs, just have not put it in the end zone.
Got a pursuit angle on him now.
Lot of pursuit now. Oh, and he slips free again. And a saving tackle by Daniels. Oh my goodness.
All over the place.
All the interior linemen were all over him. He just got out of that thing, wiggled out of that thing.
You hear him yelling, stay disciplined, stay disciplined. No use chasing him around.
All the interior linemen, Akers was back there. Daniels fortunately stayed home and stopped him for no gain.
Yeah.
But they had him back deep in the backfield, almost
yes.
a 10-yard, would have been a 10-yard loss. Uh-oh. That's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Raiders.
And the Raby sideline has
Finally
something to
figured
cheer
out,
about.
yeah.
They are really letting the holler over there. All their cheerleaders and all 15 of their people are really making some noise over there.
They've got several kids down on the field with the cramps.
There are a few people sitting in the bleachers over there, but most of them have green T-shirts on, so
Yeah, it looks like
I'm having a hard time believing they're Raby fans. People in red over there, red and black over there, total about 15. It's hard to travel with the team.
1:27 left in this third quarter. 33-6, Maple Leafs on top.
First points allowed by the Leafs this year.
That's right.
And they were trying to keep that 0 going. Keith, you doing okay? I thought we lost him for a minute there. He sat down.
Yep.
How often does that happen? Timeout on the
Maybe.
field.
More often than we think.
Timeout on the field. A lot of, I really hope most of these injuries are cramps, but boy, there's a lot of people down on the field tonight.
Yes.
So, once again, the good news, Leafs up 33-6. Bad news is a lot of walking wounded.
Yep.
Some of them walking with crutches. Not really a good scene. It's not what you want to see for either team. Once again, we're hoping most of these are cramps. That, whatever that injury is nowhere near the play.
Streeter 14, Limestone 7. Dunlap 47, IBC 6. Morris 15, Oaklawn Richards 13. Moline 6, Dunbar 6 at the half.
Moline 6, Dunbar 6, Chicago Dunbar. So the fact that Sterling picked off Moline may not mean a whole lot. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Those comparative scores. So the Raby player hobbles off the field. We don't know whether that's an injury or that's a cramp.
Need to stop him.
Dunbar comes up here trying to pick up an extra point.
Yep.
Morris still leading 15-13 in their game. Did they say,
yeah.
What was the other score? Wells with Streeter?
I didn't pick it up.
Dunlap was winning big over IVC.
Streeter's up 14-0, or 14-7 over Limestone. Limestone, yeah. In the fourth.
Raby going for 2 here now. We finally got back to play. 1 second on the time clock. Kicks it out. It's on the ground. That's going to be no good.
Kicked out of bounds, did we?
It just hit the ground, and everybody just was trying to fumble and finally rolled out of bounds, and it. Score is going to remain at 6 for Raby, 33 for Geneseo. Now we got something else going on here.
Oh yeah, they just tipped it out of bounds.
Yeah. Officials, it looks like there was a penalty on the play. There was a flag down, and Geneseo's going to decline that. So they are.
1:27 left to go in the third quarter.
Geneseo's going to receive, for the second time in the game, receive a kickoff for the first time after a score on the season.
See who comes out here.
We were talking after the first game, John, that the coaching staff had to be pretty pleased with what they saw in the first week. And I saw the comments in the paper. Coach Johnson felt he really liked to clean up a few things.
Yep.
I'm sure there's a few things here that he's going to say, really like to clean up a few things here. You know, it's a tough night. It's just one of those nights that just sap the energy out of you and sap all the liquids out of you, and it's really hard to keep the energy level up, keep the focus up, keep the intensity up. But that's one of the things you have to learn how to play with.
All right, we're looking for an onside kick here, possibly, the way our alignments are set up. Back deep, I believe, is Singbush. Stands at his own 20. Geneseo up 33-6.
They're not sure exactly where they do want to line up. Now they decide get up to the 50. Or maybe they were sure. Maybe they just didn't want Raby to think they were sure.
So the Raiders have it teed up at the 40. Red jerseys, black pants, black helmets.
Everybody creeping up looking for that short kick. Singbush on the receipt. Spins loose, brings it up almost to midfield.
Over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Number 26, Singbush takes it. Geneseo's offense, pretty good field position here.
That's the second time I've noticed that, though, John. You know, they on their kickoff coverage does not show the typical speed that they seem to have.
Yeah,
kind of lackadaisical coverage.
Schneider looks him over. I believe Schneider's the quarterback position. Yep, sprints out the right side. Going to give a little pass inside. Alexander with the catch.
He's wide open.
Gets banged around like a pinball.
It did look like a pinball. Boom, boom. Didn't go anywhere. Just kept spinning around. Got hit. Hit about 3 different times.
Gets the first down. Moves the ball inside the 45-yard line.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits to get him down. 1st and 10. Leafs come out throwing.
Got 2 receivers on the right side of the formation for Maple Leafs. Going to drop back the pass again. Nobody looking as Schneider throws it behind Alexander.
Pass intended for Alexander is incomplete.
Alexander comes back with his palms up saying,
What the heck?
What was that? Somebody had a miscommunication. Joe Thomas checks in with another pass play, and he's going to straighten this whole situation out. Says, okay, Luke, here we go. We're going to get this one right.
Whitmer brings him up. Going towards the north end zone here. Bob Reed Field.
Got Solberg lined up on this end, in tight.
Gives the ball up the middle to Grant Burris. Gets about 3, maybe 4. Now they move it back about half a foot.
Burris, the ball
It's going to be third and a pretty distant, 7 yards to go. A couple of those guys thought that Snyder kept the ball. He went down kind of late.
Ball is at the Raider
Inside 30 seconds left in this third quarter. They break the huddle with 19 seconds left. And
Z. Alexander checks in with the magic play. The magic 3rd and 8 play. It's to him, but he can't get
over
it.
A little bit high.
Just a little high and behind him on the pass. It would have been a spectacular catch if he'd have pulled that one in.
Bring up 4th down for the Leafs.
They are across midfield. They have an opportunity here to almost to the 40-yard line to go for 4th and 7.
Milky checks in.
And they apparently are going to try to see what they can do on 4th and 7. This could be a nice double go because you pick up 5 yards here on a double go, it would be very doable. See what happens here. Got him packed in tight.
Not what you want there. Got to get the ball downfield.
Luke Snyder drops back to pass, and he's sacked.
For a 3-yard loss. So with 5 seconds left in this third quarter, Geneseo turns the ball over on downs.
Ball goes over on downs.
Another Raby player getting up very, very slow. Or maybe he's just waiting for
drink time.
Drink time. You're going to see what they're going to do offensively. Yep, they're no-huddle offense. Again, he just didn't have to move. All he had to do is get up off his knee, get his hand on the ground.
1st and 10 for Raby on their own 45-yard line. Strawhecker takes a step off sides. They're going to call a catch him on it.
Let's see who they're going to call that on. Did he wiggle that football a little too much?
Red ball. Trojan on defense.
Nope, they're going to call it on Strawhecker.
So it makes it a short 1st and 5 for the Raiders.
Well, the score was 33-0 at one time, and now we have to admit that Raby has kind of taken charge of the ball game since that point.
Shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to step up. Now he steps back into his shotgun formation. Across the middle is completed down to the 35-yard line, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters of play here at Geneseo Bob Reed Field, it's the Geneseo Maple Leafs 33 to 6 for the Raby Raiders. We'll be back after this.
This TV 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV 50 telecast.
Welcome back as we get set to start this fourth quarter of action here at Bob Reed Field in Geneseo, where the Raby Raiders are giving the Maple Leafs a good fight here in this second half especially.
Everything is so slow moving out there. It's just the officials aren't moving very quickly. The players aren't moving quickly. It's a slow-paced game. It's not what you really like to see the speed of the game be. Maybe it's because it's almost 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We're just starting the fourth quarter.
Geneseo's up 33-6. Raby with the ball. Gonna drop back. He's gonna throw the ball across, and it completed down inside the 20, down at about the 16-yard line. On the coverage there was Ryan Pitra. Nice coverage, just nice pass. Nothing you can do there.
Raby's execution has really improved here in the second half. That's why they kept throwing the ball in the first half when they really were not, successful. They believed this is the kind of execution they were going to get.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Ball goes deep. Incomplete though. Touchdown. I thought I saw the ball bounce.
Touchdown Raiders.
Is that over?
Touchdown Raiders in the corner of the end zone.
Over the shoulder catch. Cheerleaders are going crazy again.
On the coverage, Pitra.
That was a well-thrown ball right in the corner.
Yep.
Defense really could not do much about that. Pitcher was only about a step off. He wasn't right on him, but it wasn't really bad coverage. It was just a perfectly thrown ball and a nice catch. We talked coming out of halftime, we were very fortunate they didn't make a couple of these catches the first half. Or this ball game could be a whole different picture.
11:34 shows on the clock. Geneseo's up 33-12. We're on the extra point try now. Gonna go inside reverse. And he's gonna make it into the end zone. 4-2.
2-point conversion is good.
At 33-0, obviously they thought the game was really out of hand, but we're down to 19 points, and the way they scored those 14 pretty quickly.
Yes, they did.
This is probably ought to get a little urgency to the to this offensive series.
Yes. Yep.
They really need to move the ball and run some clock, make sure they establish just like they did in the first half, and just like they did at the opening of the second half. The opening drive was just textbook.
The Raby player that made the 2-point conversion is still down on the field, I believe. Underneath the scoreboard at the end of the field. To watch for an onside kick here especially.
Shannon, our new trainer, is earning her pay tonight.
Yes.
I think she might be running on and off the field as much as the players. They must have an inside joke over there, because I tell you, those cheerleaders are going crazy on that sideline over there. Having a good time. since they don't have a lot of fans, I think the football players are joining in the cheers.
Yeah, it's, yes.
The football players who are not on the field are
Our part of the cheer squad.
Yeah, they are the student section is what they are.
Yep.
So
here we go. We're looking for the onside kick.
Sophomore football players.
Yep.
Make for a nice cheering section.
They're taking the time, teeing the ball up here.
Leafs lined up nice and tight again. Looking for a potential onside kick. Obviously, Raby knows that they got to have a couple more possessions real quick if they're going to get back in this ball game. Is this a slow game?
Yes, it just. There's a kick.
That's getting out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Flag's thrown, and they.
Leafs are coming on the field like they're going to receive the ball right there.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Got to get something rolling here. Just a confidence builder.
They're going to accept the ball right there. Don't want to mess around with any potential onside kicks.
Nope.
Snyder. They're going to bring. He's pointing at the 40-yard line. They're pointing at the 40-yard line, but they're going to spot it at the 38. Don't know why he was pointing at the 40-yard line. He was trying to give Larry Johnson instructions on something. Larry just kept bobbing. Yep. We'll take it right there. The Leafs offense is going to have to kick it in gear. Going to have to kick it in gear. Billier in.
Yeah, I picked that. He came on the field.
Billier checks in at the offensive tackle spot. Singbush driving.
Singbush, the ball carrier.
Nice pickup on the play. He drug him an extra 5 yards after contact.
I agree, John. It looked like he was going to pick up about 2, and they're going to give him almost 6.
Second down.
Second down and just a long 4, maybe.
33-14, Maple Leafs on top. Oh, you got to read the block there.
That's Ryan Webster with the carry, and taken down by
his blockers went inside, he went outside.
Number 2 is not only an incredible quarterback for Raby, but he came up and made a really nice tackle. He's not going to give up. He's hobbling, he's limping, he's got cramps all over the place, but kind of a determined, not only a talented athlete, but a determined athlete. I can see why some college coaches are looking at that gentleman.
Yep. 10:53 left in the ball game. Geneseo's up by a score of 33-14. Singbush with the carry. Just can't get away from it. Picks up maybe a yard in the play. It'll bring up a 4th down for the Leafs.
That is not what the Leafs wanted to have happen. It's going to be 4th and about 2 in their own territory. They have not reached midfield. The own 45-yard line, and they did not move that football.
No.
And they really didn't want to give up the football that quick. We got 10 and a half minutes left to go here in the game, and Raby is, they're not quitting.
No, they are not.
It looked to me, John, at 33-0 that they were ready to quit when Ray Singbush scored that touchdown.
That long one, yeah.
Oh, that ball was touched. But it's going to be recovered by Raby. Yeah. That ball was touched by the Raby player, and a couple Leafs were down there.
Very close to getting that ball on the 5 or 10-yard line.
Almost blocked. A lot of pressure by Raby. Ball hits the ground.
Let's pin him.
And it was Zach Alexander.
Let's pin him back down deep there.
And Billier was the other one that was just about down there on time, but
that was close.
Down them at the 10-yard line. Now the key, of course, is to hold them in that box back there. Got their backs pinned to the wall, and they got to keep them there.
2 receivers each side, out wide for Raby.
Lee's trying to find the right combination defensively, moving guys around.
Going to go deep with the ball. Nice defense that time over there on that far sideline.
That was pitcher again on the defense.
Yes, nice job. Nice defense.
Very much like that was just about the same play as the touchdown.
Second down.
And he laid it out there nicely off the hands of the outstretched receiver, but just couldn't hang on. But pitcher was on him. That was about as well thrown ball as you can get. This is the execution. This is the execution that Raby was looking for in the first half. That's why they kept it up even when it wasn't successful.
Raby has a fella limp off the field.
Oh, he's going to cut outside.
He's holding him. Watch this replay. Everybody in the stadium was wondering why that was right in front of everybody. They tries to throw the ball and hits the guy in the helmet. Yeah, that was as clear a holding as you could possibly get. He had his jersey trying to throw Trevor Craig to the ground, and he gets a no call on it. 3rd and short for Raby. Wide left, wide right.
Surprised Trevor still has a full jersey the way he was hanging onto that thing.
Everybody's going to keep the ball. Now they out to the flat. 9:49 left in the ball game. Geneseo's up with a score of 33-14.
But Raby was pinned down on the 10-yard line, and they got out of that box in a hurry. Move it out to the 26. And they're driving again, John.
Yes, they are.
9 minutes and 49 seconds left. Can't count this game over yet.
3 receivers out this near side. We're loosening up the defense. Johnson comes out to walk off and help. Verbeck.
That's the way to stay home.
Stays home and makes a nice tackle. Verbeck and somebody else there. Look like
Panacucci on the bottom of that.
Mitch Miller may have been in on it too.
Yeah, but Panacucci and Verbeck, the lineman, put a stop to that. Miller come up.
2nd and 9. Ball's on the 27-yard line of Raby. 3 receivers on this near side. Quarterback slow at getting the ball. There we go. Snaps back to him, puts the ball deep in the air. Trevor Craig on the coverage. It's overthrown. Craig was stride for stride with the receiver.
Trevor was not going to let that receiver get past him on that pattern. Nice defensive coverage. If he'd have been underthrown, he might have had a chance, but he was not going to get beat deep. 3rd and 9. Containment is the word that you used up front, John. And containment is the word we got to have right now. The execution that has to happen.
Again, they'll send 3 receivers out here.
These guys, when they start getting that ball and start slipping outside, they are slick. Got him.
Brings him short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and almost 5.
Looked like pitcher coming on the bottom. Pitcher made the initial tackle, wrapped his legs up. Yeah.
Miller and Panacucci on the
tackle. Miller calling timeout again, are they?
Miller came up to help him out, but pitcher had his legs wrapped. 4th and 5. Going to have a timeout here.
I think it's drink break again.
And we got a Raby player down on the field again. Is that the quarterback? Got your binos, Willis? Can't see. I tell you, those red and black jerseys are very hard to read.
You can't see the numbers on it at all, can you?
It's just very difficult to see.
Calling the teams back to the field.
I wonder what they're like to cover in the mud.
Oh.
The coverage we had at Dixon 2 years ago,
remember that?
You couldn't tell a white jersey from a black jersey, so this would be really tough to get a little mud on that thing. Oh, here's you got a player in the backfield walking one off. A lot of injuries. Hopefully they're all temporary. Both sides of the field.
There's going to be some kind of play. The play clock's going, so.
They use the play clock. If you notice, they use the play clock to a hilt. 5, 4, 3. They're using it. 2. Just got it off at the 0. Stopped. Oh,
he may have got the first down.
they're going to give him progress very close to the first down. Had him stopped about 2 yards short. They're going to move the sticks.
33-14, Maple Leafs on top here. 8:34 left in the ball game.
Alexander on the tackle.
Alexander's on the bottom of that pile. Had his nose into him.
Erskine's the ball carrier.
Several others pushing on him. Nate Yeager was pushing on him. Miller's on the bottom of that pile.
Receivers running all over the place.
Yeah.
That guy
We got
come in off the sideline across the face of the
68.
defense.
We got 68.
37 yards.
Mike Murray in there on that play, unless I read the number wrong. No, it is Murray. Murray grabbed him and he gets away.
And then Patterson brings him down from the backside.
Murray spun him around just long enough for Patterson to get there, brought him down for a loss. Need a little more of that going on.
Yep, speed.
2 yard loss makes it 2nd and 12. Here comes Shannon running across the field again. I'm telling you, she's going to need to hydrate. she's huffing and puffing, talking to the coaches. Man, this is a workout.
2 receivers near side, 2 atop the screen. Quarterback puts 1 in motion.
Keeper, draw up the middle.
Nice job by Patterson once again.
Had his shoelace, luckily tripped him up. Trevor Craig coming up to make sure he goes down. Mike Murray again over there trying to secure that.
It'll bring 3rd and 9.
Once again, the Leafs are trying a lot of the defensive personnel, or excuse me, the offensive personnel. They got Murray and Verbeck now. The offensive tackles in at defensive tackle. They're not playing a lot of offense. So they might as well use them defense here. They're going to have to put a stop on it. Verbeck, pressure, no, gets away.
Incomplete.
Way underthrown.
5 yards short of the receiver. Nice pressure that time by Nick Verbeck, number 72.
Pass intended for
Ball is going to be spotted at the 37-yard line, 4th and 10. Tough decision for Raby.
Marmion checks into the game.
6 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. It's pretty hard to punt the ball away. It looks like they're going to, but it's really hard to punt the ball away when you're down by 19 in the 4th quarter with 6.5 left.
Watch for a fake here.
I would stay home. Imagine the coaches are yelling, stay home. Leafs do not have anybody deep. They're going to let it go. It's going to bounce and it's going to roll dead.
It's going to roll dead inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Geneseo's offense will come on the field.
Leafs willing to settle for that.
6:38 left in the ball game. Geneseo's up 33-14 under the pressure of a Raider team here that's really pushed us hard here in this second half.
Cody Morris checks in. Billiard checks in. Trying to check. Looks like Solberg checks in. I'm trying to see the numbers.
So 1st and 10 from our own 24-yard line. Schneider's going to keep the ball. Pitches the ball. Nice seam this time for Geneseo. I don't think Singbush saw the player come off the sideline.
He was now Singbush hobbling.
He may be cramping also.
Yeah, Singbush hobbling. He pulls on his jersey and says, okay, get me out of here. My goodness.
1st and 10 for the Leafs at their own 39-yard.
And he's struggling to get off the field again.
Yes, he is.
This is not the kind of football game that we want to see. Thomas checks in with a play, and we're going to have to. They're talking to him. They're not sending him to the trainer yet.
1st and 10 for Leafs. Johnson with the carry. I believe that was Johnson. Yep, 35.
Johnson checked in for Singbush, picks up the carry and picks up 8, 6.
Tackle by 2.
Clock's on the move. Inside 6 minutes left in the ball game.
Compromise, make it 7.
Ball's on the 46-yard line, 2nd down.
Snyder waits for the play. Milky checks it in.
Break the huddle, and here we come. 2nd and a long 3.
Still got Mike Murray over there on the far side tackle. Nice.
Going to get the first down plus some.
Nice leg drive. Excellent drive. Not only by the running back Burris, but Blake Whitmer took his player and just drove him 8 yards deep into the backfield. Just ate him alive. Nice block. Love to see those offensive linemen driving their people out.
So we break the huddle. Thomas lines up a little wide on the right side. 2 backs in the backfield. Gives it to Burris once again. Burris going to move the pile. He's going to get it first, or get it about 4 yards, 5 yards maybe, 4 yards.
Now we're going to see what kind of condition everybody's in. We're just going to try to drive it hard. And you know, we got a Raby player down. Shannon Pierman is going to get a workout. Here she goes. Keep that camera on Shannon. We're going to get. How much yardage has Shannon Pierman got tonight, Willis?
Back and forth.
We could probably have more plays with injuries than we without, it seems like tonight.
Yes.
Yes, it is 10 minutes after 10, and yes, we are still playing. A little under 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Guys are getting their drinks, toweling down. Get those big horses some water in there. Rob Smith, he's still going good. Number 58, Cody Moore, still going good. Number 57, Blake Whitmer, still going good. We've got no problem. 68, Mike Murray, still going in there. Got Caleb Billier on the right side tackle going good. Nate Johnson in at running back. Singbush is still taking a break. Still haven't sent him to the trainer's table, so that's, at least it's not something we're going to get all carried away about, it looks like. Singbush trying to stretch it out. He's still
on the evening. Geneseo rushing the ball 47 times for 382 yards. To Raby's 31 carries for 154 yards. In passing, Raby 11 of 26 for 126.
Got a couple of the my basketball players and softball players out there, trainer assistants out there.
Yeah.
And they're also getting a good workout, getting out the field. I'm glad to see them staying in shape.
We break the huddle here. Milky's going to come out wide right. Number 7. Going to use a little bit of clock. We give the ball to Burris.
He's going to get
Burris
a first
ran
down.
Over somebody.
He's going to get a first down. Yeah, the concept of us stopping the fullback, which they came into the game with, has waned here on this possession. Burris is just smash mouthing up the middle. The middle of the offensive line is driving people off the ball.
Clock has started with 33 to score 33 to 14, and 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this ball game.
This is just clock-eating football right here.
Burris lines up in the backfield by himself behind Schneider.
That's not. Oh my goodness. Snyder just got clocked. And they're gonna give that ball to Raby. Snyder apparently arm was not going forward on this play. They're gonna call it a fumble.
Fumble recovered by the Raiders.
Luke Snyder dropped back, throw a little jump pass, and got busted. Fumble on the ground is recovered by Raby, and they're going to take over.
Raby's going to take it over.
With 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here, John.
The ball sits on Raby's 36-yard line.
Sam Thomas comes off the field after changing the ball out on a dead sprint.
And he's cramping up.
We're gonna have to start giving some cramp treatment to the trainers and the ball boys.
Raby going to drop back to pass, going to throw it. Plenty of time, gets it downfield and completed between 5 or 6 of Geneseo's players, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That did thread the needle with a lot of green jerseys. Nathan Yeager made actually a touchdown-saving tackle, because if he gets by Yeager, he's gone. Thread the needle in it. That's all that's left.
3:30 left in the ball game. Shotgun formation. Don't know what we're waiting on here.
They're waiting for the play clock to get down to 0. They wouldn't want to actually save any time here. It's 4, 3, 2.
Quarterback has it. That drop back, throws it across the middle.
Got him again. Nope,
it's incomplete though, wasn't it?
That ball
he did catch it.
There's the shadows on the field look like footballs bouncing around, but you're going to give him a completed pass once again for another first down, John, at the 25-yard line.
Down to the 25. They will stay motoring down.
Yep, and they're moving along in kind of a hurry-up offense now. They are really not convinced. I like the way they're not quitting. We're going to have to keep an eye on this Raby team the rest of the season. They look like a playoff team.
Yes, they do. Yep.
With the teams that they have to go through to get there, they have a good shot of being in the playoffs. That baby is up there, and it is touchdown time.
Touchdown, Raby.
Well, we made the comment in the first half that Geneseo wanted to see him put that ball up, because they need to work against on their pass defense. They need to work against the air attack. But Raby has come out with a pretty potent attack here in the second half, and the Leafs are really not stepping up completely to the challenge.
As pleased and enthusiastic we were after last week's game over Dunlap, with just we're going to probably win this game still, but it just doesn't have that same feeling.
Be nice to stop this two-point conversion attempt, and it appears they did. Yep.
Didn't make the two-point conversion, so
the conversion attempt is thwarted. He ran around circles for about 10 seconds, but he did not get to the end zone. He runs right, he pitches right, and the pitch runner comes left, and then just runs out of real estate before the Leafs corral him down. 13-point lead. I'm not real good at math. I don't know if a 13-point lead is going to be a whole lot better than 11, but usually it is.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to expect some sort of an onside kick here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. They have to have the ball back twice, and they certainly aren't going to try to stop them on downs twice. So they're going to have to try to get that ball back.
2:41.
And, an onside kick recovery here could put this game really up in the air.
They sure could.
The way they don't take a long time scoring if they put that ball up in the air.
He really stepped into that one and delivered it downfield. It was an impressive throw. Geneseo's ready to go on the ball, waiting for it to be teed up. Got 10 players.
Coach Johnson, I'm sure, is probably, when he sets up this kickoff team, I'm sure they and the special teams coaches look for people with good hands up front. Got some receivers up front. Matter of fact, it looks like they got almost all of their wide receivers on the front line right now. The receiving core in there. Second tier is cramped up there.
Yeah, they're offsides.
Apparently that's not illegal. Very strange, but not illegal. Ball goes 10 yards. Oh, that ball is touched by the Leafs. It went the necessary 10 yards. Touched by the Leafs, but did they hang on? He was hit immediately. Did you see who got that ball? It's it looked like maybe Daniels.
Yeah, it looks like Daniels.
Daniels come up with the ball, and he hung on. He was hit hard. Everybody giving Daniels the glad hand for jumping on that ball and hanging on to it, because
I wonder why that wouldn't be offsides, though.
I don't know. Maybe it was so rare that they didn't know what to say.
Well, might be.
Didn't get any beef out of the Leaf coaching staff, so obviously it must be okay.
So 2:38 left in the ball game. Geneseo's up by 13, 33-20.
Once again, a time-controlled drive. Hanging on the football is what you're looking for. Leafs were eating up the clock and eating up yardage until they coughed up the football in that last drive. And Raby did not take long at all, putting 6 points on the board. Oh my gosh, got players down.
You got timeout.
Geneseo.
Timeout, Raby.
Player Rob Smith checks. He pops back up, and Raby's taking a timeout. They're going to use him up here. See if they can stop the Leafs. Leafs need a couple first downs here, and then they need to hang on the football.
Exactly. Freshman game tomorrow at Moline. I think I'll go straight from here to there.
At least it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not today. I really don't know. Other than lightning delays, I don't remember staying this late at a football game ever. But it's just been one of those games that
won't end.
Just everything takes time. Injuries,
the water
breaks, incomplete passes in the first half, and it just seems like one of the slowest high school football games you've ever been to. But we're having a good time here.
Second
the Leafs are winning 33-20, and they have the football with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. Get out, get out. Oh.
I want to see what happened here. 68.
It looked like he was going to try to pop outside.
No, the guard. Right there. Got to get his hand up inside his face mask and his throat.
You know, it's really been pretty clean except for procedures and so forth. You haven't seen a lot of the holding calls and stuff that appears to have been going on, but been fairly kind of non-existent with the flags.
3rd and 7 for the Leafs.
They really need to pick up 7 yards on this play. There you go. There's a double go. There's a double go. We've talked about it a couple times, John.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of a critical situation because if you don't pick up your yardage on this, get your first down here, you're giving them football back with not much under 2 minutes left.
Yep.
And you really don't want to do that.
No.
There's a lot of teams where a 13-point lead is very comfortable. And this one, you just don't feel that way.
No.
Got Verbeck here at the right tackle again. Yeah. Hey, he's going to pick up the first down. Looks like Johnson.
Yep, over the 40-yard line, or right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Leafs.
Slips off the left side over there. Slipped right behind Mike Murray. Rob Smith waited for that hole to develop. Picked up the nice first down. That's the first one the Leafs need. Going to have a timeout. They're going to have a timeout, Raby.
Hard to believe.
Well, they got to stop the clock some way. But they really absolutely need a stop. Raby needs a stop on this drive. The Leafs get a first down here, and they can pretty well run out the clock. Got some of the fans thinking it's over. Of course, some of the fans are going to have to get woken up. You know, the Geritol generation.
No. 33-20 is the score right now with 1:23 left in the ball game. Geneseo's on top. They have
the crowd is really thinned out here. I didn't realize how many people were, went home and checked into the bed. Hopefully we haven't lost all of our internet viewers, Keith. Got to have those internet viewers. Minute and 23 seconds left to go here with a 13-point lead, and the Leafs trying to run this clock out.
I think Murray Singbush is going to watch the game tonight from Arizona on the internet.
I hope he made it. Hope he's made it this long. We're going to have another encroachment. They line up in that territory so often.
Yep.
And you hear everybody yelling, but they finally got a flag on it. maybe the officials had not heard the Geneseo cheering section calling offsides and encroachment earlier. Maybe they finally heard them.
Milky out wide right here, right in front of us. And there goes Burris, close to a first down.
They're going to give him a short spot. He's not going to.
1:15 left in the ball game.
Yep.
Geneseo's up 33-20.
It's going to be second about a foot.
Ball's on the Raider 31-yard line, second down.
Thomas checks in. Joe sits out wide to the right side. Wing back on that same side.
There's your
Seeing
first
that
down.
time for Johnson inside the 10. He's going to go touchdown, Geneseo. I'll be doggone.
You got one pizza left, John? I wonder if G's got one more pizza left.
I don't know.
over
They may
there.
have shut things down. Be the 10th call to the Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only must be redeemed within 1 week. The Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
Well, at least we had some fireworks left.
Yep.
Anybody that fell asleep is now awake. Fireworks went off. We're ready to go. Oh, they're going to throw away some T-shirts. They're going to throw some T-shirts. Here you go. The faithful fans who stayed are going to get an opportunity for a T-shirt here. Extra point conversion by
Wolak.
Wolak. Boy, another
short hop by Nathan.
It's good.
Place it good.
Touchdown by Wolak is good.
You know, Nathan Yeager's doing a nice job with those
7 seconds left to go.
Yes, he is.
catching places. He's had a couple bouncers and he's had a couple right in his face mask, and he's doing a nice job with that.
36 seconds left on the clock. 40-20.
Here we go. We're going to play this one to the end. 36.7 seconds.
Play tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock at Browning Field.
Harvey Green reminding everybody
Leafs are on the road.
to go watch the freshmen tomorrow at Moline.
Sophomore game at 5:15. Varsity approximately at 7:30. Next week at Morris. In 2 weeks, they're back home versus Sycamore.
Next week at Morris. 2 weeks home against Sycamore. Morris, last we heard, was winning 15-13 over a talented Chicago suburb team.
Here we go. 36 seconds left in the ball game. Wolak with a nice high kick. Comes down about the 30.
Whoa, slipped the coverage again. Trevor Craig, fortunately, did not let go.
I don't know if the clock started.
Got
Craig on the tackle.
a little help from Patterson over there.
40-20 is the score with 30 seconds left in the ball game.
Trevor Craig on the tackle and Patterson on the help. That ball's marked right at the 50-yard line. You know, they've had a couple returns. They've had nice field position. Let's see if they play out the final 30 seconds or if they, to this point, you got to give Raby credit. They have not quit. They've played hard. This team could win.
They could win their conference.
I'm gonna pick them to be 7-2 this year. I don't know what was the deal with the game clock? The game clock was at 0 for a long time. It either wasn't running or they were delaying a game and the officials didn't see it.
Out of bounds, stops the clock. With 24 seconds left.
It's one thing that we let the game clock run down to 0 every play, but when it runs down to 0 and stays there, that means you're supposed to blow a whistle. Okay.
Panacucci coming off.
Here we
a little
go.
limp.
24.8. We need no more injuries tonight.
They're going to take a knee.
Okay. They are not going to stop this one. The pain is over for Raby for the evening. And the Maple Leafs are going to be victorious, 40-20.
Sophomores were victorious tonight, but that score of 48-0 in our preliminary game. Was that today?
That was just a little earlier today. Players out there, players meet at midfield, shaking hands.
Bring you a few of the stats.
Raby in the cafeteria immediately following this game.
As they give them to us, we'll give them to you. And
Elmer Reedy's going to
things up.
Elmer Reedy's going to have a reception tonight after the game. So if you happen to be watching this on your iPad or your whatever else gizmo you can watch it on, your iPhone, smartphone. What else can you watch it on, Keith? Stop into the reception for Elmer. That's really, that really is incredible. 63 years of coaching.
Yes, it is.
That just doesn't happen every day.
Imagine how many parents he's heard complain.
Parents don't complain, John.
Oh.
I've heard about it, but I've just never experienced it.
Oh, gee.
And I can't picture Elmer experiencing that either.
Okay, our guys are giving their cheerleaders high fives over there. Ooh, that one
Well,
moved the press box.
Yeah, the cheerleaders are up there meeting the players. Ringing the victory bell.
Wow. I think it's got some juice on it. I tell you, it's moving the press box.
Well, I'm glad they saved a few. Does the city have any ordinances, fireworks after 10:30? I'm guessing there are some in the books, deep in the books somewhere.
Some of the stats for this evening's ball game. Team stats will start Geneseo 23 first downs to Raby's 22. Yards rushing, Geneseo 431 yards rushing to Raby's 158. Passing, Geneseo 10 yards passing. Raby 189 yards passing. Total yards, Geneseo 441 to Raby's 347. Fumbles, Geneseo had 2 fumbles, lost 1. Raby had 4 fumbles, lost 2. Penalties, Geneseo 4 penalties for 39. Raby 7 penalties for 39. Time of possession, Geneseo 26 minutes and 3 seconds. Raby 21 minutes and 57 seconds. Punts, Geneseo punted twice for 39-yard average. And Raby 3 punts for an average of 30. Some of Geneseo stats as far as their players. Running backs, Ray Singbush had 10 attempts for 183 yards this evening. Mitch Miller, 9 carries for 73. Nate Johnson, 7 carries for 71. Grant Burris, 13 carries for 46. Ryan Webster, 6 carries for 40. Luke Schneider, 8 carries for 24. Pitra had 2 carries for 1. And Nathan Yeager had 1 carry for a -7. Passing the ball, Schneider was 1 of 6 for 10 yards. And receiving that was to Alexander. Zach Alexander, 1 reception for 10 yards on the evening. So.
Did you pick up the yardage for Shannon Pierman? I really want to know. I think she was the leading ground gainer. Unfortunately, on an evening with injuries, were pretty constant, and hopefully most of them were just cramps. Did I just get shut off? Okay, my microphone just went doing funny things. But hopefully none of those injuries are just absolutely crazy. The one that really was scary was Cooper Humphreys.
Yes.
Brandon Mislow also did not return the second half, and hopefully he's going to be back soon.
I'd like to thank. I would like to thank those who helped bring this broadcast to you. Tyler Ford and the WGRG crew back in the studio. I'd also like to thank Ron Hartman and Geneseo Communications for providing Channel 50's internet streaming. And I'd like to thank statisticians Willis Andel and John Buzzer for all the facts and figures they throw in front of us, and technical coordinator Keith Kennett, and to my broadcast partner Bob Pettit. And once again, the final score this evening of the varsity game was the Geneseo Maple Leafs 40 to the Raby Raiders 20. And that'll pretty much wrap it up for us from here. Good evening.